Good evening, everyone. We'll see how many notifications go out in a hurry or not. Welcome to the hood of Ingle, where only liars, cheaters, and deceptive people belong in the city government. Well, are allowed to be in the city government, including city council. So, no honesty, no transparency, only cowards, thieves, liars, and cheats are allowed to serve in Englewood. How is everybody tonight? So there's going to be a special meeting this evening, and we're going to attend it, but not before we protest and redress this corrupt place. So we're going to do a little bit of chalking. I've already chalked some messaging upstairs. Oh, there's one of the cheaters himself. Hey, how does it feel to win an election by cheating? There, Mayor Sierra. The only way you can win an election is to cheat. How is that? How does that feel? Cheater? How does it feel? You getting a warrant for me by chance? Because you don't know how to run a public meeting? Yeah, that's Mayor Othaniel Bat Ears Sierra, Cheater of the Year, so he can stay mayor. So they're here for a special meeting tonight to discuss firing Shawn, his friend, who helped him cheat. You can just bet there's going to be a firing this evening, huh? Cheaters rue the day. Fucking scumbag. So anyway, I left my car door open. That wasn't very smart. Thanks for watching my car. I appreciate it. Ew, I drive a red car like that fucking cheating, scamming fucking scumbag. Oh, that's depressing. Damn it. I didn't get here early enough for him to see my messaging. I'm glad I was able to articulate it and deliver it in person. All right, off we go. So we should have, I believe, Denver Metro Audit's joining us tonight. So they are going to hold a special meeting to go into executive session. You guys were with me at the last meeting. And I did follow up at the end of the meeting and listened into some stuff. And they called for a special meeting today to go back into executive session to discuss the personnel matter of Shawn and, well, Shawn admitted to all the wrongdoing in this election fraud issue, that he allowed his staff here in Englewood to collude with some outside folks who started, a campaign committee to elect their candidates to the city council. And then they use city resources to promote their candidates. And I'm sure Shawn and Ta-Mare didn't know anything about it, until after the damage was done, yada, yada, yada. So now that Sierra has cheated his way through keeping his mayoral seat, I'm sure there's going to be, some things that they do to Shawn for being a dirty, rotten cheater, since there won't be a majority of votes to ensure that Shawn and Ta-Mare are fired. So it's a performative special meeting, if you will. And at the last meeting, as you know, Sierra, who can't run a meeting to save his own life, interrupted my public comment again to tell me that I can't record. I guess I didn't hear that at the time, but apparently he was throwing a fit because I was recording. Look, it's Steve Ward, the other cheater. How does it feel to win by being a cheater? Huh? How does it feel to only win by being a cheater? You fucking cheater. Thank you. Sorry, ma'am. Didn't mean for you to have to endure the language. Sorry about that. All right, so let's begin our protest and redress here. Yeah, so Steve Ward was part of that election cheating as well. He beat Kim Wright fair and square for his city council seat. Uh-huh. So if you're not aware, they did do a outside investigation. And I have the report that city council voted to make public last week. And of course, they said they wanted to make it public so they could be transparent, except it's really not accessible to the public unless you do a Cora request. And so luckily it was floating around and it was sent to me and I was able to read it. So I might read some of that report to you here after a bit. And maybe some of you that actually want the report yourself might feel inclined to do an information request here in Englewood, or I can send it to you if you want to send me your email, where Shawn Lewis admits, oh yeah, we did that. And Tamara Niles, the city attorney, says, I don't know why Shawn said we did something wrong because I'm sure we didn't. And I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong. I just was never at work like I was supposed to be. So I don't know why everybody's all pissed off at the city attorney for not doing her job, but I just get paid $260,000 a year to smile pretty and make false accusations in counterclaims so I can sue Regan Benson for saying that I'm having an affair with Shawn Lewis. Even though I know she never said that, I'm a lying, deceitful, conniving little bitch. But if I smile enough, everybody will believe me. How obnoxious are you, Regan? Could you be any more obnoxious than Tamara Niles and Shawn Lewis in the flesh? Hi, DMA. How are you?
How you doing? I came in mid-ramp.
Damn it. You missed Steve Ward.
I
You
got-
missed Sierra. Did you
I
get him
said-
upstairs?
Yeah, I got him on camera. I said hi to him.
Did you ask him what it feels like to win an election by being a cheater?
No,
That's the only way they can win.
I just said hi to him, and he said mumbled something to me, like something.
He was mumbling, fuck you. What are you doing here?
Hadn't seen him in over a year.
So we don't know if they're actually going to go into executive session because Shawn Lewis is playing victim. And he would like to keep this out in the open in front of the public because he knows damn good and well there'll be no repercussions. So if he can just cry and talk his way through it and feel bad for himself, Shawn Lewis will, be the victim. Hey, everybody, thanks for being here to support the cheaters. We appreciate you. Uh-huh. I gotta get to Chalkin.
Saw your chalk.
That's Linda Olson, the previous mayor here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
She's here to support Shawn Lewis.
they all are. So I gotta get to Chalkin.
Yeah, so let's. I
'Cause
got
I'm-
chalk too. Let's get rolling.
Yeah, damn it. I'm just running my
I
mouth.
already saw your some of your artwork.
I got started up there. I have to go back and fluff it up, but the majority of people enter down here. And they're all really super early for the festivities so they can get a seat. Yeah. Thank you. What you need to. Apparently, my shocking just made the news. Yeah, the hair, which is probably not. Well, they don't write for people, but
Was mine in there too?
they only write in the mail for last week for the meeting. They only write for the Littleton. What's it called, the Littleton Cabinet?
They're probably so fed up.
Huh?
I said they're probably so fed up with the chalk now.
Oh well, they're gonna get more of it.
That was like a great idea.
Protest and redress. So, yeah, I was just made aware that the Littleton Independent newspaper, I'm looking it up right now. So we are at Englewood, in case those of you that are just tuning in are wondering. I just kind of gave a synopsis of what we're protesting and how we're redressing the cheaters who admit to cheating, but nothing's going to happen to them. Nothing's going to happen. The Secretary of State did open an investigation, but not likely to, because it's partisan driven politics. It always is. You know, when it comes to trying to maintain power and control, people like to claim that they're not playing partisan politics, but they do. Let's see, I was sent this story. I'm reading it. I don't see where the chalking is in this story, though. So anyway, here I'm going to put this link in the chat to what the story is being told by this latest news coverage. It seems somewhat accurate.
If you're buying an investment property without
Oh, there's another story. Okay, let's get back here.
That circle went perfectly on the arm.
Yeah, it did.
I got a piece stuck in my little thing. Couldn't get it out.
Uh-oh.
You like it?
Okay, I'm not seeing it in this one either. My friend that's sending me this stuff. Um, maybe it's in the text of the story and I'm missing it. Oh, yeah. Here, this is the most recent story, you guys. You're going to want to read this one in the chat right now. Yeah, I don't know who the headset lady was. ANCAP, I have no idea.
What do you do?
What did Shawn Lewis, the city manager, do? Well, he participated in essentially election fraud by allowing his employees to use city resources to get the candidates elected that they wanted to get elected. So there's a special meeting tonight. Is that why you're here?
I'll see you. What's your name?
My name is Regan. What's your name?
Jack. Nice to meet you.
Jack? You're Jack Bethel, huh? Yeah, I didn't even know who you were, and you got elected by cheating. How does it feel to get elected by being a cheater?
You know, I'll have to ask myself.
You'll have to ask yourself that question. I'm sorry?
Thank you for asking me the question.
Why can't you answer it? You guys cheated. You guys cheated through the election, Jack.
I think that's a strong statement.
It's not strong. It's fact. It's all over the place. The Secretary of State's investigating. You used city resources to get elected.
Very nice to meet you.
Well, it's not that great to meet you. If this is how things are starting off, you should have an answer to the questions. No, you didn't. Well, to his benefit, let's say that he did. I asked him, what does it feel like to get elected by cheating? And he did answer the question. He did say, I'll have to ask myself that question. He came up here, didn't identify himself, he starts questioning us on what Shawn did. And then he says he's thinking about attending the meeting tonight. This is the third candidate that cheated with the other two candidates to oust Kim Wright and Rita Russell. That's Jack Bethel. The guy never campaigned. He never showed his face. And boom, he just got elected. I didn't even know who he was. I've never seen him. Isn't that interesting that he walks up?
And the first stuff
Uh-huh.
out of his mouth is a lie, acting like he doesn't know what's
Uh-huh.
going on with Shawn Lewis.
Uh-huh.
It's not a very good way to, it's not a very good first impression to first thing out of your mouth is
Uh-huh.
lies right there.
He's probably not going to have a lot of fun on city council, except, for cramming through things that his agenda driven, probably pastoral, all the pastors, Joe Anderson and his pastoral friends of Englewood who pray for the direction of the city based on agendas and how to get your friends in positions that will bolster your church. So say like you can hold church for free over here in the city government building until you get called out on it. And then you start paying rent to the other organization that's entered into this kind of hokey contract with the city to rent a room. That would be Englewood Arts, y'all, in case you're wondering. There are so many layers of corruption in government, right? I mean, I could just stand here and explain it for the next 5 hours straight. But the bottom line is Englewood continues on the corruption campaign. It is how they're going to keep the majority board and not have a single dissenting voice on the board. That's exactly what they want. Yeah, so that link, if my mods, if you could save that link, that last story to the from the Independent,
Rita's the one that called it to the attention, right?
the Littleton Independent. What's that?
Rita is the one that called this whole thing.
Yeah, Rita Russell called the whole thing to attention, of course. There was some pretty contentious stuff at the board meeting last week. I learned through the process of all of this that Kim Wright was very, very sick. I don't know if she's going to be here this evening for this study session, but for the executive session, excuse me. But they have to start the public meeting and then go into executive session.
RITA. RITA.
Who?
Rita.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is the story with the chalk. These graphics aren't showing up every time you go click on this. I think it's probably going to depend on what device you're on. So yeah, in all fairness, Jack Bethel's first question before he swears to take office, the answer to the very first campaign question of how does it feel to win by cheating? The answer being, I guess I'll have to ask myself that. Remember that. Oh, thanks, Gloria. You got both of those links. Do you have the one that has the chalking in it?
Lord.
What did he just say? Did he say barf?
Said barf.
This is going to be a spicy, saucy little meeting this evening. I suspect there's going to be the need for multiple uh, police officers from the Englewood Police Department. Oh, I did call. I don't have a warrant. So we're good for tonight. Maybe. Cheaters. Home of the cheaters. And this is from Denver Metro Audits here. Tamara Niles should be fired as well. But they won't discuss that tonight. Oh, would you imagine? Can you believe that that's Nathaniel's red Tesla over there?
Oh, that's his.
Yeah, and I just bought a beautiful red car. Of course, my red is much better than that shitty ass Tesla red. You're pretty good. You're fine. What about you?
What does he mean? I was thinking about attending. Is he required to send?
Well, he's not part of the council yet because he was on swimming.
But that wasn't here. Of course he's attending.
Playing stupid.
Yeah.
What did he do? What did he do? Well, he's a dirty, rotten cheater. That's what he did. And admitted it. What's the other lady that ran? What's the other lady's name that ran? We're just writing some thank you messages over here. They were all victims of the cheating. Why am I drawing a blank like this? I'm not supposed to be drawing blanks like this. The hell's her name? Mm,
You want me to look it up on my phone?
yeah, I'll get there. Um, we got about 10 minutes before the meeting starts. Well, about 7, actually. Rebecca. Sorry, it's Rebecca Kramer. We'll just write that real quick and then I think we should head up. So we can listen to whether or not they're going to stay on the agenda to go into executive session.
This is like the glow in the dark kind, huh?
I think so.
Like super bright.
It very well may be. All right. Let's put the chalk away. You want to just set that up, or you want to carry that, or?
Yeah, I'll put it in my bag.
Get this away. Okay, we'll do a quick overview here. We'll read this. Welcome to the home of cheaters. Shawn Lewis has more than earned to be fired. Tamara Niles goes the extra miles to sue. Oh, that's great. Thank you for that, Christopher. Ah, thank you, Rita. Thank you, Kim and Rebecca. These were the three candidates that ran and are victims of the cheaters. Sorry, Rebecca, we'll finish highlighting your name after a bit. All right, off we go. So I don't know what kind of shit show this is going to end up being, but nothing is going to happen. This is all performative.
Shopping pony show.
Yeah, it's all performative. You know, poor Shawn. He would like this to all take place in public so he can do his,
Have a sympathy part.
yes,
For
because,
he didn't.
yeah.
You know, it's not his fault.
Yeah, it was his employees, even though this is the second year in a row they've been caught using city resources. Last year, it was the parks bond. It's Dwight,
So
the
Dwight.
best allied guard in the whole world, looking all stylish with them his orange peepers. Okay, here we go.
Right.
Let this guy go because we'll be a minute.
You know, it's fine.
Here's Jackson. He's watching the live stream. He's telling him, you need to know that Regan Benson's at a public meeting. Don't tell me I can't record.
You can record.
Thank you.
Yeah, belts.
Been a constant issue.
Try again, sir. Perfect. Here's this for you. There you go. You want him to hold it and hand it to you? How do you want to?
Oh, I'll just lay it down in there.
What
Thank
about
you.
this one? I said right there.
Yeah, can set it over there if it's easier. I don't want it to fall over. That looks nice.
Who are you?
Austin.
Austin.
Sorry.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Regan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I don't think I've ever seen you before.
Maybe not. Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you.
Sir. Some quick peeking, okay?
All right.
All right.
Ma'am, are you
Yeah.
recording?
I am.
Just the mic inside.
She can record here.
Thank you. It's a public meeting. You should know your rights if you come to a public meeting.
Hi.
Yeah, obviously you don't know what your rights are.
Not everything.
You
sir?
can
Yeah,
record.
go for it.
I just don't appreciate being.
Well, then don't come to a public meeting.
Thanks.
Yeah, get your camera over there. No, yeah, just whatever was set up.
This is the kind of guy right here that reminds them that they forgot to decide on homeless.
Right. They're saying the pledge. So do you believe every single sign you read?
It's a city building.
So? You think government's honest with you? I mean, honestly, do you?
Pretty high.
All right. There are a lot of different reasons.
Yeah, thank you.
And if you want to change it, if you're selling.
You change it by exercising your rights. That's how you change it. Yeah, that's me. Take notes. Keep talking. Keep talking, dummy. All right, we got to get in here to hear what. We got to get amongst the morons here.
On November 3rd, 2025, 246424 F1. President of the executive session, by the following persons, Mayor Kira, Mayor Council Member Philip Gatecat, Peter Price,
Wait, is there some public comment?
Stephen Ward, and Kim Wright, State Manager South Lewis, Deputy City Attorney Victoria McDermott, and HR Director Shawn Weiski. Yes. Room, may I have a second? Second. Thank you, Member Ward, can we please vote?
Mayor Pro Tem Anderson.
Aye.
Member Nudikamp. Aye. Member Green. Aye. Member Russell. Aye. Member Moore.
Aye.
Member Wright. Aye. And Mayor Sierra.
Aye.
Let the record show.
Thank you. Actually,
Yeah, I saw that.
are we needed a community room or are we needed a back?
So they voted to go to public meeting.
I just noticed his ice tea.
So this will be interesting here.
You want to call community room here. So do I need to redo that motion?
That would be the best part of this. Yeah, from the amendment, the whole side.
Oh, friendly amendment.
Oh, that's correct, yeah. Actually, is it possible to just go to the community room just for, except for the labor?
I think that would be perfectly fine. I know there was an operation issue. If you were.
Tamara's not here tonight. Vicky McDermott is the attorney representing the city this evening.
Yeah, that was a big reason.
What did I tell you about Tamara coming to work?
Perfect, all right, so I'm gonna ask all session members, we'll go into community room on phone and then we'll call in, the. All right, everyone.
There they go,
Thank you very much.
into a private discussion about the conduct of their city manager because the public doesn't have a right to know.
So they go back into the conference room,
No, they're in executive session.
but I mean, they're going back to for their executive
Yeah.
session in some private area.
Yeah, I think they were asking for that for Kim because she's having a hard time being mobile. And so she didn't want to have to go into another room that's Uh-huh.
He's a young guy.
No, he's not.
He looks young.
Yeah. Well, he's a pretty boy. Of course he looks young.
He is.
That's David Jackson.
So this is the guy that approved the warrant for my arrest from Hume, right? Like he was obviously in on that. He was the acting.
What month was that?
That was like February.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's in
He
on
knew.
it. No.
He knew. Yep. He absolutely knew. These are all, Shawn Lewis supporters. Oh, cute. Look at her sign. That's probably his mom. Oh, poor Shawn. Shawn's keeping his job because he's a cheater. That's how you keep your job. You promise the people who can keep you employed, you promise to cheat for them without promising to cheat for them. That woman over there in the red jacket, that's former Mayor Linda Olson. She likes this kind of corruption. She totally supports it. So right now, if you're watching the live stream on the YouTube channel for the city, you don't see anything going on in this room. Hi.
Hey, so I hear when Shawn walked in, I stood up and clapped, but I don't think I know they didn't throw any of them out.
Oh, really? I wasn't in here when it went down. I missed all the applause and clapping for Shawn making his entrance.
Well, just hang out, you'll have enough chance.
I'm sure. I'm just sure of it. So anyway, they relegate us to the back of the room because recording is not allowed at the public meeting except for anywhere except for the back of the room.
Well, remember when they first started doing this? They set us over on the corner over there so that we could still be up in the front.
Right,
And then they decided to just move it all the way to the very back.
right.
But it doesn't really matter because I shoot in 4K typically and I can zoom in.
I know.
Great. Actually, I had better shots when we were back here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was just saying that, how stupid of them to relegate us back here because we can run commentary on every single person in the room.
I actually kind of like it better back here, to be honest with
Do
you.
you?
It's cool to have the little side camera that I had over there, but back here is great too. You get this whole overview. Plus, I get their video too, and there's different angles on that. So,
but don't you find it interesting? I don't know if you watched the meeting. Did I tell you that Sierra tried to throw me out last week again?
oh,
Because
maybe you did.
because I recorded my public comment with my camera. I went up.
Oh, because you went up there.
Yeah, and he recognized me. And at 2 minutes and 35 seconds of my speech, he told me I had to put the camera down. And I refused to. And so apparently he told me I had to leave. I didn't hear that. But they walked off the dais again. Yeah. He's an
He's
idiot.
making a mountain out of a molehill.
I know.
Like, who cares?
Power and control. Look, would you expect any less from a group of cheaters?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Just like the whole stop applauding after people's thing,
Rebecca, that's Rebecca. She's the other one that ran. She just told me that everybody gave Shawn Lewis a standing applause ovation at the start of the meeting. We weren't in here. We weren't in the room. There's no clapping allowed. Look, so remember, don't forget about these rules of decorum. No booing, clapping, yelling. Remember, no clapping.
Mm-hmm.
But
Unless it's for them, then of course it's fine, right?
Yes.
Well, remember, because I made a point to that too, that hey, no clapping, right? Unless it's for the chief of police, because remember it was his resignation and everyone was clapping.
Yeah.
So it's only if someone claps after something that we say.
It's still gone on. They clap when they want to clap. I wonder what would happen if I started clapping right now. So in the last 30 seconds of my public comment last week, I started clapping. I stopped talking and I started clapping. And it pissed him off. I was clapping for myself for 30 seconds.
Did you really? Clap
Yeah.
for 30 seconds?
Yeah,
That's
I absolutely did.
I'm gonna check that one out. Which one was it?
Just last week.
Okay.
Yeah, just last week. Yep. Yeah. So welcome to Cheaterville. where you see people who have never once attended a city council meeting in their life and don't have a single fucking clue what's going on in their city.
Like they always said, "Oh, I'd like to hear from someone that actually lives in Englewood," because we didn't live in Englewood.
Right.
I wonder how many of these people don't live in Englewood.
I know.
Probably the majority of them.
I know. But they're all here because of the, political action committee, Vibrant Englewood.
Look, they're all giving them hugs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How does it feel to keep your job because you're a cheater, Shawn? That's Shawn. So I'm a little bit surprised that he's not in the executive session. Seemingly odd.
Is that common for the city manager?
It's a personal issue. Well, the city council can decide, I think. But I thought Shawn, he's been saying all along that he wants these discussions in public so the public can be made aware. But tonight, notice he made no request for these discussions to stay public. And he's instead mingling during cocktail hour here.
Where's the camera? She's not here.
No, Vicki McDermott is sitting in for her. Yeah. Well, why would Tamara show up to work if she doesn't have to?
He's the deputy,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
I remember her.
Yeah. Yeah, and why she stays here is beyond me. I don't know how anyone can work for that stupid bitch, Tamara. I mean, she's the dumbest attorney. The woman is dumb. She is a very stupid person.
Well, she gives them bad advice. Obviously,
No advice, because that's...
she advised Shawn Lewis that it's okay for him to ban recording in the
Oh, no, actually, she didn't. Speaking of, there's a report. That report from this independent investigator. Let me email this to you. Actually, let me text it to you so you can open it right now. And Tamara says to this investigator, she doesn't know why Shawn Lewis admitted to the essentially the election cheating, because she says they didn't do anything wrong. Let me send it to you. Yeah, so you have that. It's in your... But let's take a look at this report here. Oh, wait, no, this is something different. That's from the Secretary of State today. But here's the report. So right here, this is prepared for Englewood City Council through the City Attorney's Office by Juanetta Massey of Council Widner Duran LLP, submitted on November 14th. It says that it's confidential, attorney-client privileged investigation report, but the City Council did vote to make this public. But they, of course, did not give a link for the public to access. So you'd have to do a Cora request for this report. But I want to read to you guys in the chat this summary from interviewing each individual. Here's the interview summaries of the report. And if you guys want this, send me an email. Oh my, what happened to this document? It's all blacked out. What? Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Do you know anything about why this document is now all redacted? What?
Yeah. It wasn't reacted before?
Did you know that it's redacted?
Oh, I did. I've never seen him.
Oh, boy. Well, this is interesting. What happened to this?
What is that for?
The investigation into the election cheating.
Election cheating?
Yes.
I heard it's a bunch of bullshit anyhow.
Yes, it is.
Hey, I need to go hide my car somewhere. Where's a good place to hide my car?
Seriously?
I'm afraid one of these idiots is going to go out and vandalize.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Well,
They were coming in. She was doing her chalk art.
yeah, they were acting.
I'm gonna tell barf and stuff like that. Come walking in here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
And did you notice? Were you here? I guess everyone clapped for John Lewis in the beginning.
Were you here?
No
I was
clapping.
booming.
Were you booing? You were booing. We weren't in the room.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. It's fine for everyone to clap. It's for John Lewis, but for us, no clapping.
Let me look for this document in my email. I would go underneath and park next to that super shiny red Mazda. I don't know, Kevin. We park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
Across the
parking,
street.
like 24 hours.
Right across. Yeah, right across the street in that open parking lot.
All right.
So maybe that document. I need to go find the one that was sent to me and see if it's redacted. Oh, here it is. Okay, good. So here we have the unredacted investigation report. I don't know. I'm gonna have to.
Downloaded it before they redacted it.
Is
that how you have that?
Yeah, but I don't know if what I was sent was an actual copy of the PDF before it was made public. So let me get into the investigation here. Right here. Here's Tamara Niles' summary. Tamara Niles, city attorney, Vicki McDermott, deputy city attorney, were interviewed November 10th at 9 a.m. for an hour and 1 minute. Why was so? Where are Tamara's statements here? Huh. Well, let's start from the top. The city attorney's office was the primary point of contact for this investigator and supplied considerable background documents as well as emailed communication regarding the 24 Parks bond issue and this 25 FCPA issue, which is Fair Campaign Practice Act issue, advice given to staff regarding those issues, and policies regarding the Englewood Engaged website. If you'll recall, Englewood Engaged is part of this city-backed effort to support community groups like Vibrant Englewood. So there's a little bit of background for you. Tamara Niles, Ta-Mare-A, commonly pronounced as Tamara T. Niles, city attorney, and Victoria McDermott, deputy city attorney, are both known to the investigator and will collectively be referred to as CAO. Oh, collectively be referred to. So we don't know who said what in this summary. The city attorney is appointed by and reports directly to the city council. The CAO is responsible for providing legal advice and services to the city of Englewood by communicating and collaborating with the city council, the city manager, department directors, and staff as constituent clients of the municipal client. The 24 Parks bond issue. we're going to skip that because it's not all that relevant to this issue right now. It is in that city resources were used to promote a tax increase. Okay, let's read these bullet points because they do matter. Well before the city council set a ballot question, the Parks and Communications Department verbally consulted with the CAO prior to ordering and distributing yard signs regarding a park bond issue to confirm FCPA did not yet apply, which are the Fair Campaign Practice Act laws. While timing of payment for the yard signs did not comply with the CAO's prior legal advice to Parks and Communications that all invoices needed to be paid prior to first reading to avoid FCPA implications, the city's outside counsel determined that the city's resources used to design, print, and distribute the yard signs did not violate FCPA restrictions on the use of city resources. Again, the city's outside counsel. The CAO discussed its legal option and analysis with this interviewer. This interviewer is satisfied that CAO's legal advice given was supported by the law. The CAO emphasized that while the city's actions did not violate FCPA, they were concerned about unintended administrative and operational consequences and public perception. However, as the CAO's role is to provide legal advice, they are limited in their ability to direct administrative or operational action based on non-legal concerns or opinions. Now, if you'll recall, I'm just going to interrupt this. The city also hired outside legal counsel to oversee an administrative hearing to ban me from city council meetings and the public library, and they are now getting sued. So I just want to make that very clear. Next bullet point, FCPA training and communication practices. The CAO discussed their FCPA updates and information during Grubhub supervisors and leadership team meetings, and the FCPA tips available to all employees. The FCPA tips are general in nature and designed to help employees understand FCPA limitations on their personal activities while on duty. However, the CAO would not consider the updates, information, or FCPA tips to be formal FCPA training. Okay. The city attorney said that more in-depth training is needed for employees whose duties include stewardship and management of city assets and resources. Yeah, you dumb bitch, Tamara, and it's your job to do that. The city attorney mentioned that the learning management system the city is implementing would be a useful tool to reach employees managing city assets and resources and to provide specialized FCPA training for their stewardship and management responsibilities. The city could then track attendance and completion of the training so that city administration would be assured that the proper employees would receive this in-depth FCPA training. The city attorney has brought this issue to the deputy city manager's attention. His name is Tim Dodd. He sits up there next to Shawn. As he is leading the learning management system implementation. So you see, everybody's going to blame everybody else, even though the city attorney is responsible for protecting the city from litigation. And so far, Ta-Mare-A T. Niles gets an F. The city of Englewood is seeing a historic amount of federal civil rights lawsuits, an amount they have never, ever seen in the city, with more on the horizon. So back to the bullet points. As Tamara's team is blaming everybody else. Regarding the SOP addressing the solicitation for summary of and publication on the city's website of pro-con statements pertaining to any ballot issue, the city attorney indicated that the communications department drafted the SOP with the CAO's review and input. The city attorney does not believe that the SOP is relevant to the 2025 FCPA issue.
Oh, do you?
The 2025 FCPA issue. First bullet point. The city attorney provided a timeline of their knowledge of and involvement in the 25 FCPA issue. That information is included and summarized in the report timeline. The city attorney's first step was to address the FCPA complaint filed with the Secretary of State and determine what might be required in terms of an investigation and hearing if that complaint was subsequently filed with the city. The city attorney reached out to this investigator to discuss advising the city clerk in her role as the FCPA, the hearing officer of the city, the hearing officer if the city received a complaint. There's a bunch of typos in this. So now we have the city attorney's office deflecting and blaming the city clerk. And I'm going to tell you, here's a spoiler alert. In this summary, the city clerk, Stephanie Carlisle, when interviewed, tells the investigator that she was never able to get a hold of the city attorney. So should the clerk know all of the election laws for a municipality? I think so. I also think the clerk, because of all the resources they have available to them through the Secretary of State's office, should also know all the rules. Is the clerk's office responsible to answer for the Fair Campaign Practice Act violations? No, the clerk has nothing to do with that. The city attorney does. So you got Tamara and Vicky McDermott over there, who should want to have it very clear what she actually said and didn't say to this investigator, because they've lumped those two's interview into one. When all of this, I guarantee you, is Tamara. She's a fucking deceitful, lying little bitch. Okay, so anyway. Next bullet point. When alerted to the presence of external links to candidate endorsements on the Bellevue neighborhood webpage on the city's Englewood Engaged website, the city attorney initially was concerned about First Amendment implications. Uh-huh. You like that? She knows the law's being broken, but she's not going to demand those things get taken down because we might be violating somebody's First Amendment. Now, when has that bitch ever not violated someone else's First Amendment rights when it came to giving public comment at the podium and then deceptively wrote a warrant for that person, me, when she wanted to do something? You see what Tamara does? When she wants to do something, Tamara lies.
And all of a sudden she cares about
The First Amendment. Yeah, right. So let me read that to you again. When alerted to the presence of external links to candidate endorsements on the Bellevue neighborhood webpage on the city's Englewood Engaged website, the city attorney initially was concerned about First Amendment implications. However, based on the Englewood Engaged terms of use, the city attorney recommended communications take the Bellevue neighborhood webpage offline as it violated applicable law, that being the FCPA. You think she did that? You think Tamara T. Niles actually did that? Well, I don't see any proof of that in this investigation. Onward. Shortly after, communications took all neighborhood web pages offline on the Englewood Engaged web page. Much later in the process, I will add. The city attorney had been concerned about the neighborhood web pages for the following reasons. The city had no individual agreements in place for the NGLs regarding limitations of their role or appropriate content for posting on the city's website. The city could not track changes in the neighborhood's NGL and had no process to review or approve NGL postings on Englewood Engaged to ensure legal compliance. I'm going to guess this is Vicki McDermott talking because Ta-Mare-A is just not this smart. But I don't know. Nobody's ever going to know. The city could not know or prevent an NGO from sharing their administrative privilege to post on the webpage with other people unknown to the city, this posing a security risk to the city's platforms. Neither the city's website, policies, disclaimers, and notices, nor Englewood engaged policies provided any limitations on posting or linking by NGLs to election-related materials or endorsements. The city attorney's office was surprised to learn that the city printed and distributed approximately 600 hard copy Bellevue newsletters with a link to a voter guide third-party website as its designation as a quote unquote voter guide should have raised a question for communications staff handling the newsletter at both printing and distribution as to whether FCPA was implicated. The city attorney office expressed further concern that information shared by communications regarding this newsletter was initially inaccurate and required correction multiple times. The city attorney's office did not have an opportunity to preview the city manager's PowerPoint presentation to council on November 3rd and was surprised. The city manager made an admission that the posting of candidate endorsements on the Bellevue neighborhood webpage was an FCPA violation. Due to the city manager's public concession of an FCPA violation, the city attorney's office did not conduct further legal analysis. However, in response to the FCPA complaint filed with the Secretary of State, the city attorney believes they could make a good faith argument that the city was not in violation of the FCPA. Yeah. So that's about all of that I'm going to read because Shawn admitted to it. They're guilty as hell. They supported it. Ta-Mare-A knew about it. Everybody knew what was going on. It was the only way these corrupt ass city council members, Nathaniel Sierra, Joe Anderson, Steve Ward, and Tenna Prang were going to keep control, was to cheat their way through an election. Don't tell me that this wasn't all planned, that the deals weren't made ahead of time. You can go ahead and try to tell me that, but I'm going to tell you that you're full of shit because these people are cheaters. The city needs to be defined by name. That would be, yeah, the Englewood. That would be Englewood. The city of Englewood. It's the wild, wild west up on the wall. Where did Shawn Lewis go? Is he not passing the hors d'oeuvres tray right now? Oh, no, he's not. He's just sipping his cocktail over there with his friends. How sweet. Remember, Shawn Lewis and Tamara T. Niles are countersuing me because they said that I said that they were having an extramarital affair. It was nothing more than a lie. And so the city, the taxpayers of Englewood, are funding a free legal defense for Shawn and Tamara to literally have their own private counsel by way of taxpayers so that they can sue me. And they have asked my attorneys Well, through their attorneys, they have communicated with my attorneys that they're going to need a minimum of $200,000 from me for this lie that they're telling. Isn't that fascinating? Shawn, he's so special. Isn't Shawn just special? I think he might be. Allegedly, watch, I'm telling you, they're gonna file another amendment to this countersuit. Every time I do a live stream, their attorneys who are being paid probably $550 an hour to watch all of my live streams to pick up on just a few words. They file an amendment to these counterclaims based on anything I say that they can strip together. Twice, I want to say. So we're on our third response.
So they have to keep asking the judge for permission to amend it?
No.
Or they can do it as many times as
They could just keep doing that because we haven't had any rulings from the judge yet. So what they did for their next strategy move to protect Shawn and Ta-Mare-A, they filed a motion to stay the discovery phase. And so my attorney said the judge is likely to grant it because of the dockets, right? Because these judges have heavy dockets. And so what that means is that they'll stay the discovery phase, which we are in now, and it'll pause the entire lawsuit. And then we just have to wait for the judge to rule on the motions that have already been filed. And so Tamara and Shawn will be able to continue on with their bullshit. You see what I'm saying? They were all countersuing me to begin with, the librarians, these idiots up here. But my attorneys actually made an offer that they could drop this right now for a certain dollar amount, and they decided not to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So things are going to get
Well, I mean,
super
with Tamara
expensive.
being an attorney, giving
Let's begin.
her own self bad advice.
Oh, yeah. Why
Right?
wouldn't she lie
Yeah.
through this? Yeah, of course. Any bets Shawn is not going to come over here and offer us hors d'oeuvres and cocktails? All these people who have never attended a city council meeting in their lives, that don't even know how government functions. They got an email that said, "Hey, come here tonight and show love for Shawn. They're gonna fire poor Shawn. You should probably flood them." Okay, yeah. Do you want me to come out there and?
Just hang out here.
Okay. Bye. We showed our support. We showed up to applause. Now we're leaving because we're not going to be here and be inconvenienced all night while they're in executive session. We'll just go home and watch it online. That's Tim Dodd up there in the peach sweater. He is the assistant city manager. And that's Adriana from the clerk's office tonight up there. Stephanie Carlisle, the actual clerk, isn't here. Yeah, so at any rate, if you all want that investigative report, let me know. I'll email that to you. You can send me an email at regan@helpinghandsfordignity.org. She's got a Lewis, a piece of paper pinned to her shirt. I think she's embarrassed by it now, so she put on her jacket. I don't know. I mean, with as fired up as Rita was last week, oh, there's Jack Bethel. There's Jack, the other cheater, making the rounds. That's the reporter from the newspaper. And he is special buddies with, the majority city council that will help him write his stories that the majority city council wants him to write. So how fitting that they would be having a little powwow over there. Jack prepping the Littleton Independent Reporter, the Herald, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So apparently they got rid of the reporting for Englewood. I think that I did a little bit of research on that reporter. I think he actually might live in Englewood. I don't know. I can't quite recall off the top of my head. But I find it odd how palsy-wowsy that he is with just certain members of city council and the coverage that was done with Englewood News, which has now switched over into the Littleton Independent, which has nothing to do with Littleton. So that's seemingly odd to me. Does Shawn have any cocktails to offer the rest of the people here? How was cocktail hour? I guess everybody's had enough of supporting Shawn Lewis for the evening. Bye-bye. You ain't much of a fan club you got, Shawn. Can't even get those people in here for the long haul, huh? For the long haul of one executive session out of an entire year for people that have never even attended a city council meeting. Hmm. Mhm.
Buy a dinner together. Okay. Yeah. Oh, by the way. You're this like, so then maybe I was thinking like,
It's cocktail hour right now. It's cocktail and hors d'oeuvre hour right now, folks. The city council is in executive session. I don't know. As I was saying earlier, I don't expect with as fired up as Rita was last week. I don't know if they're going to be out of that executive session before midnight. Not going to lie. How'd that go out there for you?
These guys just walked out as I was coming back in. They're like, "Oh, you're that crazy podcast lady."
Oh, I'm just over here narrating the exit. I'm just I'm commenting that Shawn doesn't have a real faith following when they're already leaving and they can't even hang out for the long haul of the executive session.
They're not even hanging out. Dude. Like, what's the point? Just to come for a second and then
So they could clap.
Oh,
So they could clap for
just to
Shawn.
make their presence known. We're here to support Shawn.
Yeah, there you go. And Shawn, he's just mingling and
Well, don't these people kind of look like total Shawn supporters?
yes, total.
They look like total, like
Uninformed.
classes.
Uninformed.
They look like a total liberals. Nothing against liberals if you're in there, but they have the liberal look to them.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree. Shawn is he's very progressively liberal, especially with his standards of behavior and all.
Oh yeah.
That because that's a progressively liberal stance when you come be a city manager. And then not even offer anybody else any cocktails. I thought what's yours is mine and what's yours is mine.
Yeah, this guy. I want to have my own conversation with him though, to see since I'm with you. I want to see if he's going to be a
Jackson?
Yeah.
Go up there. Oh,
This new
Bethel?
council member.
I probably blew that.
But I want to see if he's going to be rude to me since I've never even spoken to him, right? So that would be a good test. I'm going to ask him why you lied, bro.
Yeah.
The first stuff that you said to it, 2 lies. Number one, what's up with this Shawn Lewis stuff? And number two, oh, I was thinking about attending. Those are both lies.
Yep.
That's not a very good look.
And you got elected to represent people.
Yeah.
And you're already lying and you're not even sworn in.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
I think you should.
I'm going to.
I think you absolutely should.
His name again?
Jack Bethel, Bethel.
That's not.
Yep. Never saw him campaign, never saw his face, never saw a stitch of literature about this guy. And boom, he just won. Just like that.
Obviously, he's got some connections. He probably has the same agenda as all
It's
these
called
guys.
cheating.
Yeah.
They endorsed him with the candidates
I
on the
mean,
website.
he has the same agenda.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's why they wanted to make sure that he got in there so they could have the majority.
Absolutely. They don't even want a dissenting voice. Can you imagine being part of a think tank where everybody thinks the same, everybody votes the same? Do you know how stupid you have to be to want that? You are a dumb person. You like the idea of being dumbed down to not being challenged. Anybody that doesn't want to be challenged is not of a solid mind, because that is the only way you get smarter. It's the only way to get smarter.
And you have to be open to the challenge too. So many people are just closed-minded. Their ideas are set in stone, right? And if everyone thought that way, I would still be like total, police are the good guys type of guy.
Absolutely.
I probably will have completely different ideas in 10 years. That's okay.
Oh, it looks like that fella's leaving. The one that didn't like us recording. He decided to use that door instead of this door. Yeah.
They could at least laminate it or something.
Oh, we're lucky there's chairs back here. Shit.
Yeah.
We're always even having to bring chairs over here. They don't want us back here. Like that's that guy who's talking to, by the way, he's a reporter. He is the reporter for the Herald.
Oh, is he?
And he is the majority board's favorite. And it's odd because they quit doing the Englewood publication, but this guy still comes to the meetings, and now the Littleton piece of the Herald publishes news about Englewood. It's very bizarre. But I think he's very good friends.
So if he knows us, then is he the one that wrote that article about you and I when we were in the Herald?
No.
That was that chick. Remember, she
the
was
lady.
there taking pictures. Yeah, the lady.
Slay. Elizabeth Slay, I think was her name. Yeah, but I think he's I actually think he might be the editor. Yeah, because I could be wrong. I don't know. I'll have to dig into that a little bit more. But I just find it odd. I mean, I do know for a fact that he works for the Herald, and he's friendly with the majority board. See, now if you're watching this on the city's YouTube page, you don't get to see anything that's going on in these chambers. Isn't that great that we're here to capture it all?
Yeah, because what's going on in it right now is just a plain stream.
Yeah, it's just white. Look at Jackson. He's building his fan club too. He's over there networking. He's networking the old man's group. I waved back. These are probably old retired cops. You can wave. I'll wave back. Come on. You can wave. Look, he's talking shit. He's like, do you know what you're doing, dude? Do you know who you're talking to? Do not talk to that woman. Oh, how cute. Look at my pictures. Look at my pictures, everybody. This is David Jackson, the chief of police. Shawn Lewis's hire, who was sworn in private in a private ceremony. Remember that day? For all of you that follow me, the public wasn't allowed to a public swearing in of the chief of police because Shawn said so. That was David Jackson's first day on the job. And that was our very first introduction. Things just they haven't been going very well since then. They haven't been going very well at all. Just send me an email, buddy. We'll hit the golf course next Tuesday. I should be done with work by about 9:30. I got to show up at about 8. Make a presence, and you and I will hit the course, and we'll reconvene in the clubhouse. And because that's what we do over here at Englewood. We get hired for these high-paying jobs, and there ain't a single person that holds us accountable to them. So we just do what we want. In fact, you know what, buddy? I'll pay for that round of golf for you too. I got some credit left on my P card. Sean Lewis's fan club is dwindling. We should order a pizza.
Yeah, we sure. I just ate pizza the other day. Actually, yesterday and the day before.
Was it a good pizza?
It was okay. Papa John's. They kind of went downhill, man.
That pizza is shit lately. Just total shit. Let's read the chat. Am I still doing this?
You're still on.
Okay. Let's read the chat. Gloria, thank you very much for being in here. Have I heard anything from Bokomo? Yes, I have. Thank you. She is okay. We are in communications. I'll leave it at that. America is not free anymore. We are not.
We follow along.
We should talk. I should give a little bit of update about the issue on Saturday. I don't think you probably know about this one either, but the last live stream I did, we were at DPD District 4, and I was with a man by the name of Charlie, who is 68. He'll be 69 pretty soon. He's never been homeless. And the Denver cops showed up to his home for an investigation, if you will. And 6 hours later, after this very bizarre warrant that turned up absolutely nothing in his apartment, they condemned his home for meth contamination. Yeah. Denver Department of Public Health and some detectives by the name of Burke and Pope were involved. And that was on November 5th. And this man has been trying to live in his car, and he is a severe insulin dependent diabetic. And he's not doing well at all. And so I've been trying to help. And of course, the most help that the Denver Police Department could offer was 2 nights motel. After they stole his home and condemned his house and have left him to die on the streets.
Why did they condemn him? Was he at meth in there? Was he cooking it?
Well, no. Typically when that happens, there are charges associated with that.
Yeah.
No charges, and nothing was found in his home. Denver PD has an ulterior motive. These 2 dirty cops and probably some others involved to ensure that no one can visit this 69-year-old man. Yeah, it's deep, and I can't go into all these details of the criminal part. In summary, Christopher, would you believe that the Denver Police Department is just drumming shit up? I know. I don't know how we're going to get to this part of the story. So, at any rate, it's bad. And I've written to city council of Denver. I don't do shit like this. I'm redoing how I address complaints because the Office of the Independent Monitor doesn't have enough power to do any honest and thorough investigations because it's not in the charter to do it. And of course, because the Denver Police Department lies and are trying to prosecute me now again for the eighth time on some bogus bullshit where they are trying to bolster that I am a physical threat to the very, poor Commander Joel Bell of District 3, which, by the way, Detective Poe is based in District 3. Imagine that. And the other detective is based in District 4. I'm just going to start sending emails to all of City Council because these things happen in their district. So when these civil rights lawsuits get filed, and hopefully they do, fingers crossed, but they're a hard uphill battle with folks that are in despair or having medical conditions or living in homelessness, right? You have to be a good client for a civil rights attorney. I have to start keeping things more public because Denver City Council is a joke as far as respecting the public and our right to redress our government. You can go to their city council meetings at 5 o'clock on Mondays and give public comment if you haven't spoken in the last 90 days. And they only allow 30 minutes total of public comment time for a city of 750,000 people. And the city council members aren't even required to be there. Yeah. So that's Denver's public comment that Englewood is trying to replicate. So,
They really
oh yeah,
trying to do that.
all those changes with the 90-day rule and all that shit, they pulled all that from Denver. And they wanted to limit
What's their max?
2 hours, and they wanted to limit that.
Because 2 hours is a long time compared to 30.
There shouldn't be in that.
No, there shouldn't be, but
If they have to sit here and listen to the public for 12 hours straight, that means you're not doing your job right. So now your job has become to sit here and listen to the public. Shawn, do you have any more cocktails to offer? How does it feel to keep your job by being a cheater? Do you have comment? Excuse me, Shawn, do you have comment on what it means to keep your job as a cheater? No? No comment? How about hors d'oeuvres? Do you have anything wrapped in bacon? So,
he didn't want to. He had no comment.
poor Shawn.
Yeah, he probably got really nervous when he had to walk by me like that.
Well, he did it because he saw that we were busy. Because I made a bet. I said, any bets on him walking by here as I was standing over here, right? So he waits, of course, to come over here until we're not watching him. Because he's just a deceitful coward. Yes, that is Shawn Lewis, the city manager of Englewood. He used to be a deputy city manager in, it was Longmont,
Yeah.
where he introduced his standards of behavior. And so he got his job, his super high paying job over here in Englewood. He makes like $230 a year. He makes more than Judge Jefferson. Yeah, they won't give him his raise, right? Ta-Mare-A makes like 260 grand a year. They're both nearing 300 grand a year with benefits. Yeah.
Jefferson.
I don't think he's even at 200. He might be able to.
Why are they keeping Judge Jefferson making so little?
Because they want to get rid of him to begin with. They want these courts. Remember, Jefferson's the only elected judge in the state. The city of Englewood wrote in their charter that the people have to elect their municipal judge.
Okay.
But they allow the city council to set his raise. And when you have a majority of city council members that want to fire him, they want to get rid of him, not fire him. They'd have to go to the people to change the charter.
so they could appoint a judge, because that's what most municipalities do, is appoint judges so they can make money. They don't like that Jefferson doesn't generate enough revenue for the city, because Jefferson actually, he upholds people's rights and stuff like that, and make sure that.
Like they say, all you got to do is follow the money, right? Isn't it so messed up?
But Jefferson and his family have lived in Englewood for forever. If anybody's wondering, oh yeah, Spirit in the Sky, a lot of money. Let me show you some
He
pictures.
gives a lot of people breaks and like tries to work with people.
He doesn't give them breaks. What he does is approaches with sensibility, because a judge has a discretion to say, should I send this homeless guy to jail, or should I let him connect with a nonprofit that's gonna get him where he needs to be? That's what Judge Jefferson does, and they don't like it. They want revenue. They want jail time. They want all the homeless dead and in jail. Anyway, this is Judge Jefferson. He used to be on city council. That's Linda Olson, who I told you was here, and that's Bad Ears Sierra, who's currently the mayor. Linda Olson loves this corruption. She absolutely loves it. And so anyway, yeah, this is Joe Jefferson. He used to be the mayor.
I don't even know what Jefferson looks like. Where one is he?
Well, that's him
That's
now.
him?
Well, I mean, that's him a few years
Okay,
ago.
I thought
That's
he was
not really
old.
what he looks like.
For some reason, I thought he was a black dude.
Uh-uh.
I thought he was like an older black guy. He's young, dude.
Joe Jefferson.
How long's he been here?
I don't think he's that young.
He looks young, no?
I think he's,
Don't you think he looks young?
well, yeah, in this
Looks like he's in
picture,
his
this was
30s.
a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm
How long's he
guessing
been here?
he's nearing 40s, mid 40s. I don't know. He's been involved in city government for a very long time. And then he got elected as judge. And he just got reelected as judge in this past election because he ran unopposed.
So who are these guys? So I know he's the mayor. She looks familiar. Who's the...
That's Linda Olson. She's the one that was in the red jacket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was the previous mayor. Yeah, these are all the previous mayors.
Previous mayors?
Yeah.
So he was a mayor?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Randy
Oh,
Penn.
is this the guy waving at me a minute ago?
Was it?
Maybe.
He was heavier then.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is this mayor or just city council? I think this is mayors. I think these are
These
mayors.
are all mayors?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at these old school mayors.
And so anyway, I didn't finish the update about Charlie. So I wrote to all of city council and I sent a lot of emails, and I let the Denver Police Department know again, at least the higher ups, like Chief Thomas. I let them know about all their fuck ups, and no response, right? Um, there are other people involved in helping Charlie, who have confirmed a lot of things that are going to be able to be off my plate, which I'm super grateful for. However, the housing situation is not one of them. So we've got an uphill battle on that deal. So anyway, I'm still reading the chat. If you're wondering what's going on, we're at the Englewood City Council special meeting. They're in executive session right now to discuss a personnel matter, that being Shawn Lewis and why he should be fired. They're not going to fire him because they're not going to have the votes needed to fire Shawn Lewis. He's more than earned his firing. He earned a firing long before this ordeal. And there he is right there, just mingling with his friends. So all these people in attendance tonight, minus probably about, I don't know, a dozen of us, are Shawn's besties via email. I'm assuming, and I'm assuming I'm probably right. An email went out a day or two ago and said, "Hey, everybody, We cheated our way through the election and we won, so that's fantastic. But now they're picking on poor Shawn. So can we all show up at the city council meeting tonight and make sure you send a barrage of emails telling the whole world how you support Shawn Lewis and how fantastic he is. And over there is Jack Bethel, a newly elected city council member, the guy with the glasses standing up. Never seen the guy before. He confronted us outside and played stupid, also known as lied. And so he's off to a really great start as well. But he's friends, with Bad Ears Sierra and all those boys up there that, are godly men. Call them godly men. Is that defamation? I don't know. I should probably be asking my attorney if I can use words like this tonight.
You see this?
Oh yes, I did see that.
Did you see that Otter Troll? He did a post saying that I doctor that I photoshopped this. That's an actual picture. So he's admitting that his own wife is ugly because he's trying to say that I photoshopped this. It's like DMA photoshopped a picture of my wife.
No.
I didn't. That's
what.
so he's actually admitting that his own wife's ugly, saying that I photoshopped his wife to be ugly.
Hey, if anybody didn't know this,
Because he said she's smoking hot, dude. This is his quote. She's smoking hot, Frater Troll. She's smoking hot, dude. And you know what? I would have never done that if he was just like, "This is my wife." You know what I mean? But like when you go up there trying to be like, "Oh, she's," and he said it like 10 times how hot she is.
well, he made some other comments and had done some other things that may have prompted you to do that. Okay, yeah. So Jack Bethel is the jackass that ran against Kim Wright. I mean, cheated his run against Kim Wright. No, that's not right. Never mind. Scratch what I just said. America, land of the corrupt, home of the taxed, home of the forced tax, forced by the threat of violence taxed. So yeah, this is all pretty boring. I understand. And I do have to use the restroom. So I don't know, hang out for a little while if you want. Check back in. I think there'll be some fireworks once city council comes out of executive session, which could be tomorrow. I could go mingle.
Are you going to the bathroom?
I do need to use the restroom. So who's that?
Go for them.
So this probably needs this.
I'm gonna shut this down though for now.
Okay.
We don't need it.
I'll be back.
Okay. Let's see if we got a put a good view for you guys. Oh, we got to put it towards Sean Lewis over there. He's the star of the show, guys. See how far we can zoom in. There he goes, as far as it goes. We'll zoom out a little. That's too much. So what's up, guys? I'm not as exciting to listen to as Regan, so I don't have anything cool to say. Thanks, Half Truth. So just so you guys know, we have I have on my own personal channel a video dropping, but it's featuring Regan, and she's the star of the show. So it's at 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. tomorrow Mountain Time. So like 1 p.m. Eastern. And so it's basically a Regan Benson video, but it's on my channel, kind of. I mean, I'm involved too, but it's actually one of the most funniest videos that her and I have ever done together. So if you're a Regan Benson fan, which obviously you are, you're really gonna like this video coming out tomorrow. What's up, Glory? Gloria, how you doing? I don't know if I've ever talked to you before, Gloria. Have I? Sorry, you seem new to me. So here's the liar guy. Thanks, Gloria. You're super sweet. Yeah, man. This guy, dude. So this guy right here that she was talking about, Jack. He comes over, walks up to our chalk art, and he's like, "Oh, what's going on here? What's this about Shawn Lewis?" Like he doesn't know, right? So the first words out of his mouth is a lie instantly. And then when we're talking about the meeting, and he's like acting like he doesn't know about the meeting, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I was thinking about going to that." So that's another lie. What do you mean you're thinking about it, dude? That's the reason you're here, bro, is to go to this meeting. So this guy's just lying immediately, dude. So no wonder he's the one that got elected in here in cahoots with these guys, right? For this fraud thing. Because he's just as bad as all the rest of them. Joe Anderson and Steve Ward and Sierra. They're all just a bunch of corruptees, man. And so now they had to bring this other loser in here. It's just lying immediately, dude. First impression of this guy that I ever met from him was just told two lies immediately. What's up, DJ Plast? Haven't seen you in a while, bro. So yeah, this guy is something else, man. But people they literally think that they're free. It's crazy, man. We're not free in this country, guys. We're slaves. You can't be free. You can't consider yourself a free person and then pay this much in taxes. You know what I mean? Like, how many times are you taxed? How much money, how much of your income do you pay to the government? Have you actually calculated it yet? Not just counting your income tax, right? Counting everything, dude. Like property tax, sales tax, your registration on your car, your licenses that you got that year. Like, count everything, the speeding ticket, and figure out how much money you pay to the government every year. And then tell me that you're free. And people just keep voting on for more. You got to vote for my best guy. I want to vote for this guy so we can enforce our will on the other people, right? But like both sides, both Republican and Democrat, they're just, it's all the same thing. It's just all a bunch of taxes and perpetuating endless war. And like nothing ever changes. But people just keep voting like they're free. Yeah, dude, I would love to leave the country, man. But I would love to have like, I wish I was a billionaire so I could just have an island. Just have my own, start my own little country, dude. Like an actual free country. You know what I mean? Like I want to do eventually, I want to do like some homestead, get some land up here in the mountains in Colorado and homestead. That's the only real way to do it. Have your own land, start my own constitution. You know, Adam Kokesh, he wrote a he at Homestead. He wrote a constitution, dude. I read it. So who has the best health? Who has the best health care? Oh, thanks, Gloria. I don't know. I missed it. Who has the best health care? Well, talking about going to Mars, you know, I've been doing a lot of research on the moon landing. I don't know. Maybe they did go to the moon, but they do fake a lot of that shit. Like they are on wires on a lot of that stuff. Have you seen that stuff where like the chick's hair, they're supposed to be in zero gravity, but her hair looks like she just put like a gallon of Aquanet hairspray in it, dude. It's like stiff as shit. It's like so obvious that it's so like if you know if you're in zero gravity, your hair should be floating around like fluidly, right? It's just super stiff, dude, sticking straight up. I'm like, come on, dude, that's so fake. Mars is over the ice wall. You know, I've never considered myself a flat earther, but I'm always open minded, and they do make some good arguments, dude. But I'm not officially a flat earther. Okay, here's your host.
They're in the community room. We could potentially just go set up our cameras outside that room right there.
Oh, you should.
You can see inside the community room.
Should we?
Yeah,
I mean, we couldn't get the audio, but it would be fun. It would be like a good shot to get. Just like sit right in there, like peek in and shit.
you don't have to peek. It's all in the wide open with the windows from doing the work.
But I mean, that would be funny. They'd be all, it would piss them off.
Probably. And they'll probably get all distracted. Then claim they can't have their meeting, some bullshit. The only thing I worried about is making it harder for him because I'm guessing that she's probably having a hard time moving.
What's wrong with her?
I don't. She was hospitalized for a long time.
She had some health issues already, anyways. Okay?
Do you know?
Mine. Yeah,
I mean, if you want to go out there and get a shot of it, it's out in the public. I just think they'll take it out with her.
I think those are my last two.
Damn. Or tasting it. These two geezers are up to no good.
So I told them about the video coming out tomorrow.
Oh, right on. It's going to be a good
I
one.
told them it was going to be the best, funniest video that you and I have ever I could see, because I know other people have done sidewalk talk before, but I could see people starting to copy us. You know what I mean?
I want them to. I want them to. I want to resurrect protest and redress of government with sidewalk chalk across the nation.
A lot of people have done. I've seen videos.
Somebody just got arrested for it in Texas.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Didn't wasn't it Fight Your Freedoms got arrested for that or something? I thought. I've seen people get arrested for sidewalk chalk, dude. It's crazy.
I know. And there's case law.
Yeah, so is it Supreme Court? What circuit is it? Do you know? Is it a circuit case decision?
I don't.
No one's ever given us a hard time about it.
Nope, because they know better here, especially in Colorado, because of all the other.
Well, I'm down. Let's just so we can do change of scenery. You know what I mean?
For,
To go outside. You can always come back in, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah, let's go outside. Just change the scenery.
outside, or outside?
And that's where it's just right out
Yeah,
here.
just right outside the door in that community room.
Yeah, let's do that.
Huh.
And then we come back. Right?
Well, the only thing I worry about is them taking it out on Kim.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's not. Then we don't want
I
to.
mean, if you want to go out there for a minute and get a shot, I mean, we can, but
Nah.
I'm afraid they're gonna try to torture her. Because I'm sure her and Rita are in there being vocal as could be, because they're the only ones that want to call out the fucking corruption.
Yeah.
So
It's always those two. Like literally.
I know.
What's her name's not bad either. What's her name?
Tina,
Tina. She's okay.
you're entitled to your opinion, but the bitch keeps getting up and walking off the dais every time the rest of them do. She doesn't respect rights.
Yeah.
If you listen to her commentary, specifically like when the police department wanted to seize people's cars for no reason, she totally supported that.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're speeding and you're guilty, there's due process after we take your car. Yeah, she's an angel.
I mean, but she's just. I guess you know what I'm saying. They set the bar so low that like she's not like actively just trying to be super tyrannical like Joe Anderson and all these other.
She might just be that dumb that she doesn't know she is.
She's like just kind of goes with the crowd, right? She's
Well, yeah, she likes the majority progressives who want to be tyrants,
but yeah,
and she
literally-
votes with them every time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's maybe not voted with them once or twice.
Well, you know, Rita. I called Rita out that one time. Remember when she's trying to make that city ordinance? And I really think that I was watching that video. That she kind of like I was making the wheels turn.
Uh-huh.
Because then after that, she made a comment to me about that something up on the record. I don't remember what she said, but like I know I struck a chord when I said that to her. Because that was one of my most. I really liked that speech that I called them all out about all of their shit they're doing. But Rita and Kim are the only two that have a little bit of integrity.
I know. I agree.
And that's why they want them. They fucking want them.
Yeah. Rita and I, we don't really get. We've had some conversations where we've butted heads. And I even said that last week in my public comment to her. I said, you know, Rita, you and I have butted heads on these issues. But what happened here is essentially bullshit. Yeah, that's Linda Olson up there, the previous mayor in the red right there.
Does the chief of police get paid a salary or is he paid
Is this one saying or what?
It's pretty nuts.
This is about as close as we might get to seeing him fired, and it might get better from this point on. So, yeah,
Okay.
you might get
All
some
right.
fish.
Okay. I'm hopeful. It's not going to happen. We know
Not
that.
tonight,
But-
not this way,
Right.
but with others involved, it might get there.
Especially you, Jan. Thank you.
She looks familiar. I don't know where I know her from.
Jan has spoken before. She's really laid it out.
Yeah.
She's a sweet, sweet lady. Long time resident of Englewood. Her husband passed away not too long ago. She's.
You know who's not here that I'm surprised?
Yeah.
What's that dude's name? Coach?
Oh, Gary was here last
Gary.
week. I don't know why he's not here
I
tonight.
think he would be here for something big like that.
Yeah, I don't know. No, Gary's still regular.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still making public comment.
The fact that he's not here for this is crazy, dude. Firing of Shawn Lewis, man.
Yeah, but everybody knows it's not happening.
Yeah.
So if you had like plans, no need to cancel them.
Yeah.
No need to cancel plans about this weasel here because he's not getting fired. He should. He's more than earned his firing.
But
But-
he's so sweet. It's like, you know, they put on us for something, right?
Pass.
9, and like gentle kind of thing, so that people feel sorry for them. But like, and people are so easily manipulated if they just see that and just think, oh, you're such a good guy.
Yeah.
But they don't read the
Yeah,
shit.
they
he's
didn't
doing.
read the report.
Yeah.
They don't come to these meetings. They have no idea what the hell's going on in the city they live in. But it's likely this woman and her friends who helped them cheat their way through the election,
And
convinced all these people to show up.
even just remember when what's her name, Juanita, Sheridan.
Yeah.
I don't know
Juanita.
what's going on with these videos, but this just isn't right. Admitting she has no clue.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna blindly stand up for the people. It's like, dude, and humans are like that. And the older I
They
get,
lost, by the way.
yeah, she lost by like really bad too, didn't she?
Yeah, really
I
bad.
saw the signs
Half
for,
true. These demons will answer to God, and it won't go well for them. Yeah, Terrence lost because that was for mayor. But Sally is the mayor.
Sally's the name.
Yes, Sally is the mayor. Yes. Yes.
Oh my God. What happened to the other lady? She didn't want to run no more?
She was probably termed, so she's probably gonna. I don't know. I'm assuming. So she's probably gonna sit out a term.
She was bad, but she was at least
Tara,
she's she was holding it from being full on tyrannical. Sally's this. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah. I'll give her that.
Somebody got followed too heavily or said anything dumb on a record. Like somebody was like,
Right. I'll give you
Jay Whitaker. It's all the same bunch of shit. Stupid.
Yeah.
She was kind of just very passive and go with the flow. That's crazy. Like Sally won.
Sally won.
Every council meeting, they do that stupid prayer. That's got to be, isn't it like some kind of.
Well, they want to do that here. They want to do that here. That's one of the things they used against Rita because Rita ran for mayor. She wanted to reinstitute the prayer before. I don't care.
It's so stupid though. What does religion have to do with government?
It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Yeah.
But people believe in this foundation of Christianity with the country, right? I think we can. I think we can function without having to commingle religion into government. But is it a hill I'm willing to die on? Unless you're cramming it down my throat.
Not the hill to die on kind of thing.
Yeah, and unless you're cramming it down my children's throat, I guess, in public education.
It's disrespectful to other citizens of Englewood who might have a different religion.
Sure. Yeah.
Like I pay taxes here. Why am I having to fucking say this prayer?
Yeah. Same with the pledge, right?
Yeah.
Katie Kidman's in the house. How are you, Katie? Thanks, Katie. You like my thumbnail? It's the what is it again? It's the Golden Books thumbnail of You Can Go Fuck Yourself. That's the title of the book. I'm so vulgar. Yeah, I don't disagree. Half truths that religion can be a weapon. It shouldn't. Joy. People like Shawn Lewis probably spend their whole life going along with evil in high places to get their plum jobs. Well, there's Linda Olson letting Shawn know, you know what, Shawn, I'm going to be here for the long haul this evening because I brought all of these people together. How you holding up, Shawn? You doing okay? Can I cook you dinner? Can I take you out for coffee? Are you feeling okay, Shawn? You take good care of yourself. You stay hydrated. Yeah. Oh, Shawn, you forgot to drink water yesterday. What about polishing your teeth? Did you polish your teeth today? Well, Linda, I tried and I'm so emotional today. I just couldn't get it done. Oh, yeah, I understand, Shawn. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Do better. Do better. Hi, ladies. How are you this evening? What cocktails are you having? Oh, you're having gin and juice, huh? Do you have a little for me? Slide a little under the benches here. Yeah, Shawn, I have tried and tried and tried to get my teeth to be as white as yours. And no matter how much gin and juice I drink, I just can't make it happen. Well, Linda, have you tried Tanqueray gin and juice? Because you have to do Tanqueray or it doesn't work.
Oh, look, here they come.
Oh, wait. No way. Oh, there's Joey in his hoodie. Joey's had his share of gin and juice tonight. That would be Joey Anderson, you know, the faithful follower of Christ. You need some more of that half truths. Look, if you cannot make it into a giant joke, it'll drive yourself crazy. Okay, listen, ladies, I'm done. I need to go fill my cup with some more gin and juice. Look, I know you want to sit here and talk all night, but you're going to have to pay up if you expect. Oh, yeah. See, I can't keep doing this. My cup is empty. I need it to runneth over. I can't walk that way because Regan's going to ask me if I have any hors d'oeuvres. You take care, Linda. Love you long time, Linda.
What happened? Why did Joe come over here?
I don't know. I don't know why he came out. I got to take my seat now because I'm about to get honored for everything I do for the city. I wish this guy would get out of the view of my camera. Dude, you're in the way. Seats are made for sitting in. Do you not have any respect for the decorum of this city council meeting? Sit your ass in the pew. So I don't know if they're done or what's going on. And we got Jackson over here, still networking. He's like, the opportunity tonight for me to make new friends is endless. I have never seen any of these people at a city council meeting. I've got to give them all my cards and ask them to meet with me so they'll spread the word on what a great job I'm doing, because right now the messaging in Englewood is the crime is down. And we got the press to do an interview with us the other day with Dave LeClaire. And Dave LeClaire was talking in amateur terms of being a cop about how Englewood has just solved all the crime. We are almost crime free because of me. I've been here for a little over a year and I have brought the crime rates down to 0.
Yeah, but wasn't he like fabricating those numbers or something like that?
Well, they're never going to admit to that. They keep their own stats.
Didn't they get caught saying that?
Oh, there was some discussion. Yeah, at the senior center about fraud. He used a stat that was for fraud only, and it had declined like by 70% from fiscal year to, yeah. And it was for the category of like financial fraud. It wasn't overall crime. Yeah, he got caught. He got caught, not talk.
Well, there you go. You can already tell, the slang, the sneakiness like that.
Absolutely.
Hi, I see you guys got Camera Media. Where are you from?
We are independent.
Yeah, independent.
So where are you going to file? I'm a former journalist.
What are we going to do?
What are you going to do with your report?
Well, we're live streaming it right now.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yep. And then, I don't know. We may make a,
I kind of, if something happens that's worth reporting on, then I might publish it or.
Social media platforms, various ones.
Oh, that's good for you.
Yeah,
You want a card?
thank you.
What?
You want my card?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I actually have a bunch of videos on Englewoods. I have a playlist called Englewoods in the council.
All right.
You should check it out. Sure.
Yeah, so I'm part of the Englewood Rotary Club. It's a service.
Oh,
club.
Rotary. Okay, yeah, I'm familiar.
It's been in this town since 1937.
Great.
And we give out scholarships to kids from the two high schools.
Okay,
Gave out $45,000 this year.
wonderful.
We care about Englewood, that's why, and then Shawn is a member of our club.
Is he? Yeah, I would imagine so.
So
That's good.
that's why.
Yeah. Gotcha.
You heard us for him.
Yeah. So
That's nice of you.
good luck for you all.
Thank you. I try.
She's just oblivious that we're talking anti-shows.
Well, maybe not, because she's probably sitting way up there where she can't hear any of the commentary. So I don't want to, I don't want to engage in a debate with somebody who's, never going to see the light of day when it comes to the truth. And especially in the elderly population, because, I have respect for my elders in that why bother? Because they think it's all right. They think everything they're doing is beautiful and wonderful, and everyone around them is honest, and they don't want to know the truth.
Well, if she ever does, take a look at my channel.
She's
not
gonna,
gonna like it.
she's not gonna like it at all, and that's okay. You don't have to. But if she is a former photojournalist, she respects. She respects the First Amendment, right? Even though Shawn doesn't, but that's okay.
I gotta take out these contacts. They're trash.
We could have asked her how many meetings, how many city council meetings, since you care about Englewood, how many city council meetings have you attended over the years? And what do you think about some of the topics that have been of concern to Englewood residents, where the majority of city council ignored every single thing their residents said and told them to do, and did what city council wanted to do? I mean, I guess I could have asked her a couple of questions. Oh, and by the way, do you happen to live in Englewood? She cares about Englewood, and she's part of the Rotary Club. But I'm guessing. Yeah, I did good, huh, Gloria? I did really good. I'm guessing she probably lives right across the street over in Cherry Hills Village. Now, that's just a guess. Government by government for government and of government class. Joy, thank you. You couldn't have summed that up any better. You didn't just drop that on the floor, did you?
Stolen them away.
Oh, phew. Oh, here we have Jack Bethel, the cheating candidate, just mingling, work in the room.
Yeah, dude. That's gonna be like the new Joe.
The guy who's running, wants to run for Dean Wayne is the ring over here. He's got on the black shirt with the black t-shirt, but even he's wearing down and won't stay. He's backing up to leave.
This guy?
And
He's applying for the vacancy?
he's gonna apply for the vacancy, and if it goes to election, yeah, for the vacancy. And if it goes to election, he's gonna run in D1. But he, stick with.
Wow. That's really interesting.
Jack came to me for a spirited debate during
Jack made,
during our run, and I told him that's funny because we never debated.
yeah.
But I mean the run. It's like,
Oh, so
you said debate.
he lies. So he does lie. He lied even more. That's Rebecca. She's the other candidate that ran, right? And now she's talking about Jack thanking her when they never debated. And he said thanks for the debate. And she's like, we never debated.
I just want to thank you for the spirited debate. I said, well, we never actually debated.
Right.
We were in the room a couple of times together, but we never debated.
I've never seen the guy.
And he says, well, I said, we've only really had one conversation, and that was in the guy's front yard. So,
Uh-huh.
it
Interesting.
was just funny. And he goes, well, I'd really like to get together and have coffee and talk.
I'd be careful with that one.
The first thing that he said to, because we never met him before, was lie. So she was doing her sidewalk chalk
Just
on Lewis.
earlier, right now.
He walks up and he's like, "Oh, what's going on with Shawn?" He's like pretending like he doesn't know.
Uh-huh.
And then she's like, "Oh, well, it's, for the meeting tonight." And she's like, "Are you gonna go?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I was thinking about going." So two lies. Number one, that he didn't know what was going on with Shawn Lewis, and number two, that he was thinking about coming to this meeting.
This
He's not
is the
even
first council meeting he's ever been to.
What? You've got to be kidding, Rebecca. Wow. This is the first city council meeting this newly elected Jack Bethel has ever been to. Isn't that fascinating?
It's crazy. This might be like a whole new thing that we have to start doing, like a new season. A new season of Englewoods City Council.
It could be like a series, like a,
Because I'm saying we had the
but
first
only
season.
highlights. But only highlights.
This is be the second season.
Second
season. This is the second season of Englewood Public Comment.
Uh-huh.
This guy
Uh-huh. Okay.
got a new character. So
Okay.
keep coming back.
I like it.
I thought about asking if he wanted a tour of the council chambers in the city hall. I've been in this building so long. It used to be a Southwest Denver shop, and my mom and I came and tried on clothes because it was a clothing store.
Before Cinderella City or during?
Cinderella City.
Yeah.
It's the last piece of it. It was the Southwest, and then it was the Denver, and
Yep.
then it was Foley's.
Yep.
So my mom and I shopped for clothes here when I was a little kid. So I've been coming here a long.
Right. Yeah, I saw E.T. here when there was a theater.
Did you?
In Cinderella City in the 80s.
Is this this building, or did they redo this whole building from the rest?
Some of it
Some of
they
it?
saved.
This was a later remodel that they had.
Yeah.
But because like the Joslins and Pennies and Sears.
Yeah.
Were the main stores.
But
This was-
I thought they demolished everything and then rebuilt this building.
No,
This was actually
part of Cinderella City.
Oh, was it?
This building.
Yeah, they kept a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now now they're gonna get this majority new council and they're gonna just blow it up again and tear it down. Yeah, they're tearing this down.
Really?
Yeah. They're gonna rebuild with more fucking apartments. Because they have deals with builders. That's why all these dipshits want to continue this charade. It's this code next thing. It's so huge in Englewood. It's deep in the politics of it. This surface stuff is all we see, right? There's way more
So
going
that's
on.
why they want to get these guys in. 'Cause
Yes.
They can do all this.
And no-
Rich buddies to build.
And not have anybody up there making anybody aware that there are bullshit shenanigans going on.
And so that's also why they retaliate against you to try to shut you up.
Yeah.
Later, so we'll stop letting everyone know what's going on. But see, as long as you're around, everyone's gonna always know. Like you're the person that they need to shut up, not Kim Wright. You know what I mean? It'll never go away no matter what they do, as long as you're here.
As long as I'm here and willing to
Yeah.
come, but what's my investment here? You know what I mean? That's the next thing. It's of course the homeless community. And I like a lot of the people in Inglewood, but I think too many of them are just being complacent with letting these tyrants take over. I mean, everybody gets discouraged, right? And they just kind of quit. and they don't keep up with like attending these city council meetings, calling people out on the record on a consistent basis. So did the guy that's applying for the vacancy leave? So there'll be a vacancy. Here's how it worked. Because they voted to elect a mayor, which they never have in England, it changed the structure of the city council. So now there's going to be an open seat. And to fill that now, they're taking applications, and I think the vote has to be 5 out of 6 of the city council members have to approve the vacancy. So get ready, because the vacancy process is going to be another shit show and a half, because they want their people. And that was the guy with the earring and the flannel shirt that packed up and left already, who's probably never been at a city council meeting either. And I don't know who else is applying for this vacancy, but it's going to get really interesting, because that will be the one voice that may be able to be the dissenting voice of this tyrannical regime. And Rita has 2 more years left, or all through next year. I think maybe that's it.
So when does Kim step down?
January.
So it's only a 2-year term?
Kim's was a vacancy, I think, as well. Can't remember. Yeah, this is her first election. That was a vacancy appointment.
And then what about Rita?
Rita's just always been elected.
So she's not going anywhere anytime?
Well, she'll be termed, I think. Yeah, no, her term ends.
Yes.
I think this next year. No, she's got at least all through next
But
year.
then she just got to be elected again.
Yeah, but look what they did. She ran for mayor, and the votes were double for Sierra than Rita. That's what I'm saying. The cheating was so obvious to anybody that pays attention to Englewood and how
So you said they're doing an investigation on the cheating, though, on them?
well they are, but it's not going to go anywhere. So the Secretary of State is doing a minimal investigation on whether Vibrant Englewood and the city of Englewood violated the Fair Campaign Practice Act, which I can almost guarantee you that progressives supporting progressives will come back and say, oh no, everything's fine, because it's Jenna Griswold. I don't know if you know anything about the shit Jenna Griswold, our Secretary of State, has done. It blows in with the Tina Peters stuff. You know, Tina Peters was sentenced to prison, and Trump is trying to get her moved to federal prison so she can get a pardon, you know, all that election stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know? Yes, so there's a lot of, these are the pieces of politics that I just pay attention to, so I understand the dynamics of the state. Not that I'm going to get involved in it, but I have to be in the know, because it used to be really everything I did all day long was be involved in politics. And when I went, this is stupid, I stepped away from knowing everything about what was going on, but I still pay attention.
Yeah.
So Secretary of State's going to do this investigation, and they're going to come back, go, no, everything's fine. And the Arapahoe County Clerk will swear in, will confirm the election, and they'll swear them in. It's a done deal. There will be
There's someone
no,
else that can come in and be like above them and do a more thorough investigation?
no, because this is all state. This is all state.
That's messed up.
It is messed up. It's very messed up. And the only thing really, truly they have left is to find a civil rights attorney.
Yeah. And what about Andy? He's not interested?
You got to find an attorney that specializes in election law.
Yeah.
That is a very specialized And there aren't that many attorneys that do that.
Right. And see, that's why they say like all politicians are corrupt because this isn't like Englewoods unique, man.
Yep.
The cities are like this across the whole country.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. We just happen to be following this one,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
And everyone knows it too, but like nothing
I know.
ever happens.
I know.
No one does anything. That's what the politicians are corrupt. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
They just kind of accept. I mean, I don't know what you can really do because
Well, that's what I'm saying. Look, there are more people that know what's going on that don't come and raise hell, for lack of a better term. You know how effective we are in groups, big groups.
well, like Martin Luther King said, it's not that we're outnumbered; it's that we're out-organized.
Bingo.
Because we actually have the numbers.
Yeah. But honest people seem to want to just hide. They want to encourage others to work it out. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job. You hear it, you see it. We get it all the time. All the anonymous emails. I got one. I don't even respond to this bullshit. Hey, I'm in hiding and I'm gonna send you an email. But did you know this about this guy over in Denver? I mean, I saw you talk about the sheriff, but did you know he did this and that and blah blah blah? And you should really start talking about that and blah. Listen, fuckers, show your face. You go talk about it. Don't task me.
Yeah.
What the fuck you think I'm in need of you tasking me? That's the problem in this country. People don't want to get off their asses.
Oh, dude, I just got this guy wanted me to point cameras at something, dude, and I basically declined his story because I don't do anything without at least a donation nowadays.
Uh-huh.
People just constant. If I just answered every email, I'd never do my own stuff.
I know.
So he said, "Oh, I can't afford it." I was like, "Dude, I'm just too busy right now." And then all of a sudden, he shifted his tune because he's begging me to help him. And then when I said no, he'd like, "All right, yeah, I understand being busy, but I have a lot of workload too. It's just I'm not like generation of these pussies or something like that."
Did you ever ask him?
And I was like, "Dude, what the?" So I say no, and then you turn into this fucking asshole.
Through the process, did you ever ask him, why aren't you doing it?
No, I never asked him.
You gotta start right off the bat. If you choose to respond, like that sheriff's department email that I got, I'm like, I'm not even responding to this dipshit. But if I were to, the first thing, can you tell me why you aren't doing these things that you expect me to do?
Right.
And they'll come back with, oh, I'm too disabled, or I have sick kids and I have to be here and there and everywhere. But you have time to pay attention and know what the fuck's going on, and you have time to task me.
Yes.
So see, in those responses, when I get those responses, that's when I just quit communicating. Get off your ass, perform your civic duty, and hold your damn government accountable, period. And if you are that afraid, that's fine. But don't email people. Don't expect others to do your bidding and your desire to control the government. It pisses me off to no end.
Me off too. Is people feel like entitled to.
Yes. It's your responsibility. If you're too afraid, then you shouldn't even be emailing me. Don't ever leave your house. Don't. Yeah. It's just chicken shit.
I mean, shit, dude, you could be saying you're in hiding too. You have more reasons to be.
No shit, right? Right? Shit, Denver wants me dead.
Yeah.
They're trying to put me in prison right now because these cops keep telling lies about me being a violent threat.
Yeah.
And you want me to go do some more shit for you? Ugh.
How long do you think they'll be in executive session?
Like I said, with what went down last week, I don't see them coming out of there before midnight.
Really?
Rita and Kim are not going to let up. One of them's going to have to get tired and relent. And it's probably going to be Kim since she's been sick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, who knows? I don't know why Kim and Rita would wear themselves so thin. I hope they don't, because they're not going to win this. But they're going to have to be willing, like to negotiate. Poor Shawn, he should get a write up in his file. And Tamara, she's completely off the hook. While Tamara and Shawn get to utilize taxpayer resources to sue me. This place is just gross. And the shit that these city council people they're evil. They're gross people. Gross people get in positions like this. That's why I don't even really feel, I'm going to be really honest. For Kim, I'm glad she lost. She's got much better things to do with her life. It's too important. You know what I mean? And Rita, she's in her elder years. That's her husband. They probably should maybe enjoy going on some trips or some shit because this place is gross.
Rita, she's like the last.
I know. But these folks aren't getting any younger. And there's no, let somebody else take the wheel. That's what I'm saying about all these other people in Englewood that know this shit's going on, right? And they're not stepping up. I mean, Rebecca, she went out on a limb and ran, she did her thing, and Kim, bless her heart, ran again, but I don't know. I don't know when it's worth that much. That's why when people say to me, oh, you should run, you should be on city council. Are you fucking out of your mind? Can you see me spending hours and hours and hours with these people? For what? For what reason? None. I'd be censured all the time, right? Because
You don't live in England, so it's not even.
not just that, but any office, okay, any office that I would run for, because I would tell the truth and I would run on, if I were to get elected, my campaign would be based on being a libertarian. And so if you're going to elect me as I run on a campaign that says less government, I'm not even going to go to half of these meetings. Okay.
Yeah.
So how's that going to work?
I don't know. I think it would be cool to be just to be a thorn in their side. Yeah.
Sure.
A monkey wrench.
That's fine.
You got voted in for that. Even if you always got outvoted. At least it's.
What would be the end goal though for me? I mean, I have to be able to see a tangible result of my time and my effort. And helping people or making people aware is what is tangible to me. Sure, I could make people aware, but I guarantee you they'd be taking the microphone from me. The actual process of censuring somebody in elected office, they literally take away your ability to speak. And then chastise you and then bring the public like they do like this, and then bring the public to make you sit through hours of public comment about what a horrible person you are, right? Fuck you people. I'm not gonna, I have no problem doing that or listening to people, but you're wasting my fucking time. You know what I mean? Send me a fucking email. I'll go home so I can be with my family. Right? So I'd get up and walk off. I wouldn't sit there through that shit. I've seen it way too many times. And that was the case through all of the time that I was involved in school board activity and trying to support certain candidates or being on campaigns. And I have no desire to be part of something at this age. Maybe if I was your age, I don't know. Maybe if I was 10, 15 years younger, maybe. If the support was right. But even back then, I ran for school board.
You ran for what?
I ran for school board in Jeffco. Yeah. With the intention of hoping to win. I knew I wasn't going to win. But I said, I'm not going to support the union. Well, of course I'm not going to win.
Yeah.
Right? What are school board elections grounded in? union support, union dollars, and teachers, and all their families, and those are all the biggest voters in, school board elections. I got quite a few votes though. I did go out and campaign, raised a little bit of money. The Republicans were getting recalled, and they wouldn't put anybody forward to replace them because they thought they weren't going to lose. They thought they were going to win the recall election. I told them, you guys are going to lose. And they lost, right? And they had nobody to run. And I stepped up. That's when I left the Republican Party. I said, I'm fucking done. You people are stupid. I was so done. And that was back in 2013. Maybe I had already left the Republican Party right before then.
Yeah, that's like right then. 2013 is when the Libertarian Party started becoming popular.
Oh, yeah.
So
Ron Paul.
like that-
Ron Paul.
Ron Paul, yeah.
Yeah. Educated a lot of us who were already teetering on, why is government doing this? Why do we have Obamacare now? And all of a sudden we don't have any health insurance. That's what did it for me. And especially with the Republicans. Not that Republicans supported Obamacare, but
Yeah,
there were-
Ron Paul was the greatest president we've ever had.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Was it about 2008 when he was running, or was it
9.
the next one? Whatever one now.
Yeah,
12.
I don't know.
It was 2012 one, I think. And remember when he was up there and like he would make his speeches and they were so powerful and everyone was laughing. But you notice like everyone else got like 2 minutes to speak and they would cut him at like 30 seconds. Did you ever
Oh yeah. Yeah.
purposely stifle him because he was getting too much traction?
Yes. And they don't want the libertarians to be part of the national debate.
No, they've never met him.
Yeah, no.
Too much of a threat to their power.
Yeah. Shawn's getting some attention while he waits. How nice. There's Linda talking to the reporter. Linda Olson, the former mayor. Scan the room. We still got Dave Jackson over there.
I'm gonna go outside and get some fresh air.
Are you?
You gonna walk my stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So what time is it anyway? 8 o'clock. Yeah, they've only been in there a couple hours, right? So I don't know. Let's check in with the chat. Cassandra, did they update on a timeline for the verdict? Yeah, thanks, DJ. I don't support public unions at all. At all. All Obama did for 8 years was force us to buy expensive private insurance and drone strike innocent people. Yep. Thank you. Oh, and he sent a lot of illegals back. But that was never talked about either. Yeah, Joy, I totally agree with you. Republicans tend to like banks and cops way too much. They say they're for the free market, but we see how that's working out. I look like I'm in my 20s. You silly goose. I'm old. I will be 53 in January. I can't even believe it myself. It's a little shocking. Yeah, Joy, school boards are full of bad people. They really are. And boy, if I went into the history about why I even ran for school board, oh my goodness. Without exposing my children's names and information, needless to say, I'll just sum it up that school district tried to trespass me from my children's school. They arrested my son for wearing an Obama sticker on his shirt as a senior on the eve of the election when they sent Michelle Obama to his high school in Jefferson County, Colorado. There are so many things. Retribution, how are you? Thank you. I look pretty good for an old gal. Oh, you guys, the sweetest thing happened today. I was walking Slabby and we're about back home. And I see this older lady that I have visited with before on our walks. And she's got this little dog and he's cute, but he's bigger than Slabby. Not much bigger. We have to avoid big dogs on our walk because she's terrible. She is going to get herself killed because she's super aggressive with bigger dogs. But this dog was questionable and they never interacted before. I had spoken to this lady before at my house when she was walking by, and her and Slabby and her dog hadn't met. Well, she sees me coming with Slabby and she stops and she wants to visit. And I'm thinking, okay, should be okay, you know. I'll pick Slabby up and just kind of do an introduction. Well, Slabby and her dog hit it off right off the bat, which was great. His name was Riley. He's a little bit bigger than her. Jack Russell, I think, terrier. And you know, Slabby, she's my little Chi-Chi of all 6 pounds of her. Oh, bye. Oh, it's good to see you. Yes. So anyway, I start visiting with this lady, and it turns out was thanks, Gloria. I appreciate that. It turns out this gorgeous older woman is 80 years old. And I'm just looking at her. I'm like, I don't want to call her a liar. And she lives in a giant apartment building that's in the neighborhood. And I was like, oh, why do you choose to live in an apartment? You seem so go-getterish, which I was like, oh, Reagan, shut up. That was probably really offensive because she's very active and she just gleefully explained that she just wanted to live in an apartment because she's closer to her son. And she was concerned about losing some weight. And so it just got me perked up a little bit. I'm like, oh, I hope this lady's okay, right? Because I deal with a lot of people out on the streets, right? And sometimes older folks are lost and just, I really didn't know. But she was absolutely beautiful. And we struck up a great conversation. And I think it's going to be like a new friendship. And I'm looking forward to it. I love our elderly population. I just do. I love old people. When I grew up in the heart of Denver, uh, my dad was raising me. My mom was nowhere to be found at this time. And our next door neighbor was an elderly woman, and she used to chew my dad out all the time because he wasn't raising me right because I was a girl. And she expected him to do certain things, and he was respectful of her, right? But yeah, my dad was busy partying and shit. Well, this little old lady kind of took me under her wing and she said, honey, you're going to start coming over to my house every week and you're going to clean my house and I'm going to pay you. And I'm like, okay. Well, unbeknownst to me, she was trying to teach my dad some lessons. As my dad was busy with women and stuff. And her name was Miss Bainey. And I am so eternally grateful for that happening in my life because she was one of the most influential people ever in my life. And it's a terrible, horrible, tragic story. Somebody broke in, a criminal broke into her house and sexually assaulted her. And I didn't know anything about stuff like that, right? And I had to learn that way. And it was mortifying. And so I don't know, I guess just ever since then, I've just had a penchant for the elderly. And so this lady that I met today, this 80-year-old woman who then shared some womanly things with me about how disappointed she was that she didn't have any more nice tatas. She was a trip. She was an absolute trip. And it was just a random meeting on the corner during this walk. There are people everywhere in Denver, right? And seeing each other twice is, it's kind of rare. And then lo and behold, what did Slabby do? She started a fight with Riley. She did. She just started ripping into this poor dog. And well, he was sniffing her hind. And I think she probably told him to quit it. And he didn't. And so she latched onto his lip and kind of hung on there. That's my dog. Yep. I'm proud of her. I'm not gonna lie. And Slavic has a very interesting take of people, right? She was on the street. For those of you that don't know, I have a 7-year-old Chihuahua that very luckily was able to come live with me because her owner, who was homeless, living in homelessness on the streets of Denver, passed away, and his family allowed me to take Slab. And it was one of the best things that could have happened in that situation. But at any rate, Slabby didn't have the best life, right? For the first 4.5 years of her life. And now she does. But her personality, it's outrageous. And she's perfect for me. And she is the queen of mile-long walks. It's pretty rare that you see a 6-pound Chihuahua in her fully adorned sweater and, harness on a big, long walk on the streets of Denver. But we do it. She goes with me often in the car on a lot of trips. She did Florida, and she was very poorly behaved on the airplane. And you know what? I didn't even care because everybody deserved it. Because the flight attendants, you have to pay to take your dog. The flight attendants didn't listen to me and would let me keep her on my lap where she would have gone to sleep, tucked her head in my arm, and just gone to sleep. No, you have to have her in her kennel under her seats, under the seat. I said, I'm telling you, this is a bad idea. Yep, it was a really bad idea. And that dog barked nonstop and growled and ripped her kennel from side to side for 4 hours straight. And I didn't care.
What are they going to do? Divert the plane? Fine. I'm doing what you told me to do. We tried to calm her. We didn't try to torture her, but I hope Slabby knew we were doing our best. Yeah, she did. She wanted to fly that plane. Yeah, Joy. Yeah, I don't know. I love it. I love it. You like old people more now that you are one. Joy. Oh, you mean we have to come to some grips that that's going to be us when we get older? We have to come to those realizations. So we should be nice? Is that what you're saying? I am in that group now. No, I'm not. Cops also put people in tiny boxes in the back of their cars. Me included. So here's another nifty announcement. I have to have surgery again. Not for my head, thank goodness. I'm doing okay there. For those of you that know, you know. If you don't, whatever. It's not that important. But come to find out, when I was being evaluated for this stuff in my head, my arms were having some issues. And since I've had that surgery, they are still having issues. I am not left-handed. I am right-handed. And I have been diagnosed with a severe carpal tunnel in my left arm and wrist. Interesting. Somebody brought something to my attention about the amount of times that I've been handcuffed. And I do believe I recall this being, how's the networking going? It's going good? Well, that was rude. Jeez, jerk. So anyway, on one of those Brian O'Neill arrests, there was this officer, this young kid, Parker Anderson, and he wasn't working the handcuffs right. And I'm pretty sure I have a wrist injury from that arrest. Pretty sure. Because I do remember that my wrists weren't quite right after that arrest, but I didn't think much of it. But what I do recall now is that I remember screaming and chewing out Parker Anderson about what a dumb, stupid little dumb shit he was. And they were intentionally tightening the cuffs. I don't think he was, but that other bitch, and you've seen some body cam footage of Kendall Padilla or whatever her name is, where she's grabbing my arm. I published it a long time ago, right? This arrest was what, 2.5 years ago. And then behind the scenes there, they thought they were gonna, make things worse. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure I got a wrist injury from that one. So yeah, I think that's why I'm having to have carpal tunnel surgery for my left arm, but it's not even my dominant arm. And I've never had any real issues with my left wrist and arm. But anyway, those are the abuses that, a person has to put up with in this line of work. I am still alive, so that is a bonus. Yeah, they're very rude. Gloria. Well, that was Dave Jackson that walked by, the chief of police. I was just asking him how his networking was going. Yeah, Joy, one would think, but the idea is torture. So that's never going to happen. Mm. I'm kind of hungry. I asked you how the networking was going. You didn't answer me. You just kept walking away. Well, he found a friend. He's just going to go hang out with his friend. I was sure there'd be a hell of a lot more Englewood cops here tonight. But we got a decent one out there at security. By the way, let me tell you his name. I got his card when I went out there. Let's see. Hold on. I've never interacted with him before. I don't know who that is. What's happening?
So, when I was doing my phone, these are the crimes.
Mm.
But this one here, I find.
Can I take a picture of that? Underneath that.
So if they come out of here tonight and they find him not guilty, I'm gonna file a police report with Jackson.
Are you really?
What do you betcha?
I love it. I love it. Let me know the case number for that.
Yeah, we got 2 times. So I see if they'll take it tonight. It's replaced.
Right.
You got a picture of that?
I did. Yeah, because I want to read that statute.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Right on.
He's his job.
He ain't gonna lose his job. You know.
I know it. I am making sure he's.
Yeah, it should. It's what he just went outside to take a break or something. I don't know where he went. I mean, right is right and wrong is wrong, and the law is the law. So
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are.
right, they make shit up for us, and they just go find a law that fits their narrative. Well, at least that happens to me. I don't know if that happens to you.
These students.
Yeah.
I know that myself, it's probably you consider out.
Right. Right.
But just. I used to be.
Wow. You're not doing a very good job of that.
I know.
How could you though?
Yeah.
How could you? Jeez, where did all the supporters go?
I noticed.
It's the weak links.
All the ones that were under 50 bucks.
That is. Okay, well, that'll be cool if that comes to fruition. He's a smart fella. Does a little research. So anyway, that cop out there at security was sorry, badge number 1807. Sorry. Are you sorry? Oh, he said his name was Austin, right? Yeah, he was nice. Sorry, Saari, badge number 1807. He's listed as a detective. It doesn't take much to be a detective. They just say, hey, you're a detective. Like they do over in Denver, right? And actually, even in Denver, they take the worst cops and make them detectives so they can really botch investigations. So Shawn is going into the executive session now, it appears. That's interesting. If anybody's wondering, Shawn Lewis just got up and walked back there. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are strict rules for these executive sessions, and if they violated the law for these
closed door discussions. They're supposed to come out of there and vote on it and make a statement of it. So we'll see. I don't know. A cop in Washington, D.C. Their real last name is Coward. Spoiled corruption. That's funny. I like it. Detected. Half truths. Detected. I like it. I like it a lot. Geez, I don't know what else to talk about. I'm at a loss for words. It's my battery life. Hold on, let's check the battery life. Can I not do that while I'm on? Come on now. I got another new phone. This is the best stream ever. Come on now. You know you're fibbing. You like the ones where I'm like, hey, everybody, I'm going to go in here. I'm not planning to get arrested, where I don't even say that, where I'm like, hey, everybody, what's going on? And then less than 2 minutes later, I'm in handcuffs. Those are the streams you really like. Come on. Quit fibbing. Oh, Hika, what's happening? You've been in here for a long time, huh? Which lip reading was that? Which one? Which lip reading event was that? Oh, Shawn. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I know Shawn pretty well. Because, I do fake well. I can perform. I could be a performative welfare tax collector. What's happening out there? Shawn Lewis. So did you happen to look in the windows out there?
I forgot.
He just got up and went into it.
Okay.
Yeah. I might want to go out there to take a peek.
Do you know this dude out here in Austin?
The cop?
Yeah.
Well, I was just talking to everybody about him. What about him?
He just seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah. I mean, he's been nice. So I don't know.
Said he didn't know who I was. You think that's true?
Well, his badge number's 1807. This card says he's a detective. Right. But I've never seen him. So I don't know. I've never interacted with him before.
He said he did 3 years at Jeffco and then came over here.
Really? Sheriff's Department, huh? Mm.
You know, the guys that they send over here seem to be like decent guys.
They've been fucking really bad lately.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You know who was here last week? Contos.
I don't know.
He is the detective. The guy's like 90. He's been here since the 80s. He's the detective that has refused to investigate Leonard O'Neill's personal theft of his checking account. Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. So I get here and he's like, you can't record. Yeah, he's the second cop again that's done that to me. And we had it out last week. I've got recordings of it. I wasn't live yet. I went up to him. I'm like, is this fucking for real? You're doing this on purpose. He would not answer me. And then he told me, he said, why don't you de-escalate and go sit down? I said, you don't give me orders. You understand me? And he looked at me like he was going to kill me. I said, you understand me? You don't give me orders.
Yeah.
And I sat my ass down right there in a chair right fucking next to him. He packed up his shit, got up and walked out. Oh, it's been bad. It's been contentious and bad.
Well, if he's the chief of police, why is he not educating these people? Like, dude, you guys know who Regan is, right? Just
Duh.
come in.
And that was what I said to him last week.
Yeah.
You just won't do it, huh? These fucking idiots. You bring these idiots over here
Yeah.
to escalate shit with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you saw when we got here, I pointed the camera. I said, "Oh, there's Chief Jackson." He was out there whispering in his ear.
Uh-huh.
Right as right as I'm walking up, because I was already in line. Right, and you heard me say, "Don't tell." You heard me say, "Don't tell me I can't record."
Yeah.
And he right away, "You can record."
Yeah.
Just you don't. Why? I don't do that shit with me.
Exactly. Like,
You're
when
not
they
gonna win.
get someone like you, those types of words, like, what trip you know you're not gonna listen to this. So why
Exactly.
waste your breath?
Because they're trying to escalate and elicit a response from me so they can hopefully make an arrest.
It's never understood why they do that shit. Knowing damn
But
well.
to keep pushing it, yeah. They're already getting sued.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing it.
So what do you think that means that Shawn Lewis went back there?
I don't know. They're probably
Somebody came out
tasked.
to get him?
It looked like a text. No, nobody came out here to get him.
He just went up there.
He was looking at his phone and he got up, but I find that interesting too. While they're in executive session, somebody's texting
Yeah.
to come out
Yeah.
or to order him in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, actually I would like to go see if he is sitting in there. Since those windows are there. Are you coming? Are you gonna leave the camera? Or?
I'm gonna come. I'll bring my camera too.
But we're coming back in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I want to make sure
I guess I'll just leave this here actually.
this should be fine.
Yeah. Let's bring the camera. Actually, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch this out.
So we're gonna go out here where you can see the executive session through the glass. We're not gonna catch any audio, of course, but we are in public and we are at a public meeting. So we'll see. We are at a public meeting in a public building. All right. I need some lip balm. I didn't bring my purse in. Oh, you got a mint? Are they for sharing? Oh, they're on the plate there, huh? Yeah, I want one of those, please. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Yeah, I'll take two. Thank you. We'll be back in.
Sounds good, guys.
Hi, Dwight. You doing all right out here?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'll bet you are. Right? Yep, there's Shawn in the executive session. So somebody ordered him into the executive session. Yep. Yeah, executive sessions, I think, are a crock of shit. That's Victoria McDermott. She's the city attorney.
Oh.
Yeah, she's
Deputy city attorney.
yeah, Tamara's, you know.
Dude, doesn't Joe Anderson look like he's getting grayer? His beard?
Yeah,
He's getting stressed, man.
I don't know. He's a false prophet. That's why his beard's getting gray.
Evil person, dude.
You think? Hiding behind religion?
Yeah. He's a scumbag.
How cute.
And has a locker and everything.
How cute the cops offering us mints. Such nice hospitality. That's cute. Those mints stay on that plate all the time, by the way. Yeah, there's Shawn.
He doesn't look too comfortable, does he?
Oh, there's Joe. There's Joe talking to Shawn.
Well, Joe is definitely the worst one of his bunch.
I don't know about that. I would say Sierra is.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Sierra's a fucking snake. That dude is a snake and a half.
He's up there, but I don't think he's as bad as Joe Anderson.
I think he's worse because he's not very public about it. Joe just can't control his emotions.
What if Joe was the mayor, though? Think of how much worse it would be.
Oh, I think he's gonna be.
It's going to get worse, too.
Yeah, I think Joe will end up being the mayor here.
That's why I'm saying Joe's worse. Because Englewood's going to be worse when he's mayor.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. And there's our old Ward. He thinks he's so smart. He
Doesn't he?
thinks, yeah, he just
He
thinks
thinks
he's a fucking genius.
You know how we always like kind of sometimes we'll throw those little things in, like, when I used to be mayor pro tem and shit like that, like it's so important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because remember I told you that he was there when I had to go to jail, turned myself in. He showed up.
Okay, this is the craziest ass story that you have not gone public about,
No.
which I really concerns me. So give the backstory is Christopher went to jail from the federal case of recording at the Social Security office. And it was the day of your verdict, I thought. Didn't he come to a or was it just the turning in?
Just showed up for me to turn myself into jail.
Okay. How did he know that was going on?
He's probably talking to the trolls. That's how he knows. That him and Joe Anderson have direct contact with them. So either Otter Troll told him, or that dude that follows you around all the time, that's Otter Troll's little buddy. He probably told him because he was there too. He's always there, and they were sitting together actually. So I'm sure
Who is Auditor Troll?
for Otter Troll.
Oh,
I don't use that term for auditor.
okay.
I
You've
call
been
it
doing
Auditor
that
Troll.
lately, and I'm just
Yeah.
catching that.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know that history, Joe and Dipshit, these two dipshits, the Joe and Steve show, went on Frauditor Troll and talked massive amounts of shit about DMA and I in their elected, literally in their elected positions. They said they weren't doing it in their elected positions, but it's only by way of their elected positions that Frauditor Troll called these two fucking morons up and got him to go on his show. So they talked a bunch of shit. And so they were following his case because you really think because of Frauditor Troll, huh?
Mhm.
Because of that little
Yeah.
fucking weasel?
And they weren't in their official capacity, but every single thing that they were talking about was in regards to city business.
Of course, yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
It was, absolutely. And so Steve Ward, that slob over there, shows up to your turning in.
Mhm.
How was that a
Just-
public proceeding? How did they know? Did you talk about it then?
No, I never talked about it. They just know they were following my case. It's public. It has to be public for them.
For you to turn yourself into jail?
Well,
Was that
I
an
had to-
official hearing?
Well, no, what happened was I went to court for the verdict or whatever, and my attorney got a stay of execution.
Sorry to interrupt.
We got found guilty.
There goes Shawn.
Oh, you know.
Apparently Victoria has to let him in and out. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
sorry.
I had a stay of execution because they sent me the letter of his verdict saying I was guilty, and so I had to go to court like within a week. That was public, and so then I went to court, and then was able to get the stay of execution for like 10 days or whatever it was.
Oh.
And so that's
Okay.
and so Steve showed up, and it was my mom was there, and this other lady who was my realtor for short. She ended up being a snake too.
Hmm.
But anyways, I had $100 on me because want to take some money for my books.
$100 bill.
$100 bill. And they're like, oh, you can only take $40 max, which it's not even true. What if I'm like, well, I don't have anyone to give this to? What are they going to do? They have to let me bring it in. But they're like, only $40. And so I was like, no one could break 100. And Steve's like, oh, I can. And he busts out
Oh my God.
high 20s and he breaks my 100 for me, dude. And I was like, hey, thanks, Steve. And he's like, yeah, no problem, man. And
Were these the only words you two exchanged?
yeah.
You didn't be like, you weren't like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I played it cool. I was just like, hey, man, thanks for your support. And I don't know what I said, dude. I was like, yeah, thanks for your support, man. Come see me off to jail, dude. It's cool. I mean, but
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not.
think about how weird that is, dude.
Yeah.
He did that just to flex. Like, yeah, I'm going to show up while you get taken into custody.
They are, you live 100% of the time in their
think
heads.
about it. For him to spend his own time to come just to watch me go be put in jail, like as a flex.
How weird.
Because of all those videos that I did, making him look dumb. He made himself look dumb. I just put it to the public. So
And he didn't say anything. He didn't say like, well, good luck, bro, or
he just wanted to come see me off to jail, and he broke my $100 bill for me, and that was it.
that is some weird shit.
It's very bizarre. And eventually when I come make public comment, I'm gonna bring that up because I'm sure no one else knows about it. Like, him would probably be like kind of disgusted. To see that he did that. It's kind of weird.
I think the world needs to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should come back to public comment.
I should.
Yes, you should.
Because I have
This
other stuff to
cheater,
report.
this dude just fucking cheated to win this seat.
Yeah.
Everything about this scumbag needs to be put on the record. These people are scum.
Because I have to do an update anyways about the lawsuit with Hume, I guess.
Yeah.
To let these people know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting sued, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's the only way they're going to be made aware. Because Tamara T. Niles isn't going to make city council aware.
Yeah, I do need to. Maybe I'll come next time. When is it?
The first and third Mondays, right? Oh, they're getting ready to pack up. Okay, so Sierra's reading the exit procedures right now. All right, so they're gonna come back out in public.
Okay, should we go back in?
Yeah, we should
Because
go
I got to
back
switch
in.
my battery out anyway.
Yeah, definitely. We should go back in. All right. All right, they're about to come out and go back in the meeting. Hopefully, we didn't have any influence over that.
That's all it took. You know how it works.
They're coming out.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's because of this.
All right. Thank you.
Here they come.
Oh, they're coming already?
Yep, they're out there.
Go ahead, you go in now.
All right.
All right, everyone, we are now back. The time is now 8:43 and the executive session has concluded. Present at the executive session were the following persons: Mayor Ta-Mare-A, Mayor Pro Tem Shawn Anderson, council members Chelsea Newcamp, Tina Frame, Rita Russell, Stephen Ward, and Kim Wright, Deputy City Attorney Vicky McDermott, and City Manager Shawn Lewis, HR Director Sean Weisby, was invited, but we did not call him into the room. I move to close the executive session. May I have a second? Second. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Please vote.
Mayor Pro Tem Anderson.
Aye.
Member Newcomb. Aye. Member Frank. Aye. Member Russell.
Aye.
Member Ward.
Aye.
Member Ray. Aye. Mayor Sierra.
Aye.
Show 7.
Thank you very much. And members of the public, we just had a long discussion regarding, in the executive session regarding, just a personnel matter regarding to the city manager. We spent a little over 2 hours within that discussion. I really appreciate just the discussion and thoughtfulness that went into this from our seven members of council. And we definitely wanted to get this correct in terms of the severity of the issue. Wanted to just bring some healing to our constituents here in the city of Englewoods, which is the reason why I will be making a motion for the corrective action, which is a written notice of corrective action to be placed in the file of Shawn Lewis, to also include a 1-week unpaid administrative leave. And we're also asking to make contract modification to the city manager employment contract that aligns with the employment contracts that we have with other city council appointed officials. I will be asking for seconds on that motion.
Second.
Thank you, Member Ward. Any further comments from members of council? Go ahead, Member Ward.
It's been a long 2.5 hours. It's been a long 3 weeks. I think it's important for us to note that it took us as long as it did in the executive session because we needed to come into alignment over what action was going to be taken tonight. I fully expect that this action will be approved on a 7-0 vote tonight. And I believe that the action is a proportional response to what has occurred the last 2 years in a row. I understand that the issue that we had in 2024 is substantively different than the issue that we had this year. But both of them revolve around the same election-related issue, where people are left with the appearance that the city has its hand on scales.
Appearance.
And we received a report that we made public last week. And in that report, the city manager stated that he took full responsibility for what occurred. And from the standpoint of a council member representing the district, I took a lot of the public feedback that I received into account in choosing this action. One of the challenges that we have as a council is that a city manager's employment is governed by a contract. So when we look to engage in some sort of disciplinary procedure or some sort of corrective action against the city manager, we need to speak with him about that and ensure that what we do complies with the terms of his existing contract and that he can consent to it. We had that conversation part of this evening, and I think we've landed on something that demonstrates the severity of what occurred while still allowing the manager to continue in his employment and improve the way he executes his job duties.
Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mayor. Shawn has been a city manager. I really appreciate it. And I think we are in where we are in the city. In a lot of ways, really thanks to for us to say it was relational abilities out in the community, his work ethic, his getting together people, and his just the vision and his willingness to carry out council's vision in improving the city. And to me, this is just the point of the corrective action is to ensure number one, that this SCDA related things don't happen again. And number two, to help Shawn as a leader. And just improve the city's role and for Shawn, improvement for.
The last thing I do want to add is that, again, I do appreciate the conversation that went into this for the seven council members that you provided. Want to definitely thank also members of the public for weighing in and speaking to the concerns that they have around this issue, and just wanted to make sure that that was reflected and the course of action that we decided to take. Termination is the highest level of action that we can take as a council. I believe we settled just below that by going to this depth. And what we're really looking to do here is obviously move on from this and see improvements made in this area of just what we see with the election right here. One thing is that Shawn and staff has started to detail the risk mitigation plan around SCPA, so we will run it through thank you in the future. That's something that we're going to be speaking about in a second session and just fine tuning and just make sure that we capture everything. So do be prepared for that aspect of it. But again, I do appreciate as the council, citizens for weighing in, and obviously our city manager as well. I think he's done a great job as our city manager over the years. We've had some missteps around SCPA over the past couple of years. I can see that this is going to be, I'm looking forward to the day that this does not become an issue in the future, and I'm just happy with the fact that we're going to get to that point here soon. So, but thank you very much, everyone. Anything else from members of council? Go ahead, member Frank.
Sure, thank you. So I too thank the council guys for such a great conversation, not a fun conversation, but I think it was really thorough. I think it was really fair. I think all perspectives were considered. Definitely, this body did its due diligence to listen to all feedback that came in around this issue. It was quite a bit of it. So thank you for public sharing your thoughts with us. For me, when I came into this conversation and how I tried to frame the thoughts that I share with my peers this evening, it really came down to a statement that the investigator made and that was that our city manager has a duty to the faithful performance of all administrative duties and exercising supervision and control over all executive and administrative. I think that there was a lapse in fulfilling this to the standard that city council does and will continue to expect of the city manager. I appreciate the level of ownership that the city manager brought forward today that helped guide the action that's being taken. And I just really hope that despite my diminished confidence at this moment, that this action will help lead to stronger leadership, improved leadership, biased leadership, and leadership that just really speaks to the whole of the city and takes into consideration all voices.
This one will likely be the last significant action I take as a member of the city council. And along with my colleagues, I'll be voting yes tonight because of the seriousness of the matter and also because how important it is for us to secure the public trust in the work that we do here specifically to our elections. But with my yes vote, I also want to state my very strong support for Shawn as our city manager. I'm trusted in him, and that's been for over 4 years very, very closely together, experiencing the way that he shows up for this city every single day, including nights and weekends. And I believe that through this experience, that both our leadership and our stronger, and I look forward to moving forward together. We pass this into a stronger, more secure, better future for our way of democracy. So, please.
Go ahead, Michael.
Thank you. And I just thank you all for coming out. I thank you all for weighing in. This has been a very serious issue in the city. Some
some council members were impacted personally because of this. I'm thankful that council took this time to discuss this. And, I believe this has been a learning experience for the city. And my hope right now is that we will move forward and unite the constituents in this city. And I look forward to changes being made as a result of this. And I think it's been a great call, not only for you all, but for council as well, and our responsibility to make sure to follow through, so that this doesn't happen again. And so I thank you for the discussion this evening, even though it has been difficult. I think it has been positive by to be supporting this. Thank you.
With no further comments, the effective veto.
Mayor Pro Tem Anderson.
Aye.
Member Nankin. Aye. Member Frame. Aye. Member Westbrook.
I,
Member Moore.
Aye.
Member Wright. Aye. And Mayor Sierra.
Aye.
Let the record show 7 ayes.
Thank you very much, City Clerk. Thank you very much, City Council. Moving on to council members' choice. Anyone have anything for tonight? Just for me, just happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Keep it short tonight. Thank you very much for handing it up tonight. Do we do Thanksgiving? City Manager report. Thank you, Mayor. I just want to thank council for the time. The verdict process you all have taken tonight. Feedback, I think does improve my performance. I think that the action that you've taken is fair, it's appropriate. And I also know that there's restorative relationship process that has to begin now. And trust rebuilding, and I just want you and the staff and communities to fully into that. And ensuring that it's that here that all voices are heard, that all voices are treated equally.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Manager. And with that, everyone, we are now adjourned. Everyone have a good evening. Monday night.
Well,
Good
there you go. Tonight's performative bullshit. Shawn Lewis wants to make sure that people are treated equally and fairly. Wow, what a line of shit. Oh, hugs. So sweet.
Are we allowed to like walk around? Do we have to stay here? You know, everything's.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question. I don't know. I guess it depends on how many threats you want to deal with and much bullshit. You deserve nothing less than to be fired. You are a fucking coward and you don't mean a word of what you said. You're an ass. You deserve to be fired. You're a lying cheater. Thanks for being here. Oh, I lost a week's worth of pay. Hugs.
Didn't he say paid administrative leave or was it unpaid? I thought he
Give
said.
me a hug. Thanks for being here. I mean, while I can appreciate the performative stuff, he deserved a vote to be fired. I know everybody wants to just get along and move forward, but you lost because they cheated. Thanks for supporting the cheaters, McDermott. We love you. Thanks for keeping Ta-Mare-A, square with everyone. Thanks, Jackson. Thanks for everything you do, buddy.
I hope you're okay. We hope you're okay.
Thank you.
I'm not sure I agree with that vote, but I hope you're okay. I don't want to cause you any more stress. Hugs. Hugs, everybody. Hey, follower of Christ. Your beard's getting kind of gray. You're a coward. You deserve to be fired. And you're a liar and a cheater. Give him an escort. Poor guy. He lost a week's worth of pay. You remember that day you were sworn in and it was a private ceremony? What do you think of that? Think that's honoring your oath? Thank goodness Shawn hired you, right? You people suck. You suck. You're all driven by personal agenda and paychecks. You don't give a fuck about right from wrong. Oh, and here's Englewoods' newest liar. Hey, nice little game you played downstairs, you fucking punk. Look at him laugh. Hugs. Hey, fellas. Hugs. Hugs in the parking garage. Yay. Woohoo. Oh, there's the reporter for the Englewood, whatever it's called nowadays, who's just buddies with the majority of city council that lies and cheats to get elected. Here's Englewood's newly elected fucking punk right here. Look at him. He's going to be a giggle monster just like Joe. Hey, buddy, we're going to have fun in season 2 of public comment at the Englewood City Council meeting. Yeah, I know where I'm going. Why don't you just fucking turn around and mind your business, cheater? Here's all the elected cheaters headed to their cars. Fucking cheaters. And your red on your Tesla sucks. The red on my car, much better. Hey, Giggle Monster. What's so fucking funny, Bethel? Huh? You think you're a stud, don't ya? We got some news for you, buddy. You're in for a long fucking haul on city council. Fucking cheater. Bye, cheater. See you next time, liar. Bye, cheaters. Drive safe. Get home safe, everybody. Bye, cheaters. No front license plate. Oh, on his rugged off-road vehicle. You're going the wrong way, dumbass. He doesn't even know because he's never here. He's never even been to a city council meeting. He doesn't even know how to navigate the fucking parking garage. Bye, cheaters. Have a great night. See you at the next meeting. Maybe. I don't know. Are we coming to the next meeting?
Yeah, we gotta make season 2.
Chapter 2. Did I say chapter or
No, you
season
said
2?
season.
Okay.
Yeah, season 1's over. So
Does this officially conclude season 1?
yeah, season 1 was over on that last video that we did together.
All right.
So now we're on season 2. I think we did 10 episodes.
We're headed into season 2. A Regan Benson live stream is never boring.
So that we don't get locked out.
Oh, it's already locked. Yeah.
We gotta
You
walk.
have all your stuff, right?
I got it.
Okay. Go ahead. Sierra can't even do red right. Oh, there goes Chelsea. Chelsea's done being on the city council. We have that Jack guy now, and we're going to have a vacancy appointment. Well, at any rate, I take it you're parked upstairs. Yeah.
Is that you right there?
Yeah,
I'll give you right up there.
absolutely. Let's go find us some Englewood cops. Let's go do our civic duty and record the cops on duty. But I am starving. Yeah, poor Kim.
Gosh,
She looks rough. I feel really bad. All this took a toll on her. See, that's why I said that.
She said, "Oh, I love that." She heard that voice. Everyone was just so annoyed with you, and she's the only one that said, "I love you." That voice.
What do you mean everybody was so annoyed with me? How do you know that?
You're right. They were loving you.
People were loving me all night long. People were like, hey, can we be friends? Shawn, he's a scumbag. There's these people are scum. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, I don't know if you heard Shawn's, parting thanking remarks, but he's very grateful that the city council has taken into consideration how good he is at his job in being given the chance for equality for all people.
I thought he said paid administrative leave. Did he say unpaid? Maybe
I thought it was a week's worth of pay. Maybe I misunderstood it.
He said administrative leave, right? But I thought he said
I don't
paid
think so.
administrative. He said 1 week of paid administrative leave.
Perhaps. Did anybody else catch that? I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to go back and watch. Somebody in the comments, did you all catch that? Did anybody go watch it on the regular channel?
Yeah,
Because I can't even hear in the back. That's the only thing about being in the back that's problematic. And they do that on purpose too. And then they talk real low in the microphone, so you can't hear out.
Yeah, did you see how low they were talking?
Yeah, it's intentional.
I mean, my microphone picks up anything, but
There's the cop car.
right there.
Yep.
Is that the chief?
Pretty sure.
There he goes.
Yep, there he goes. That's him. He's leaving. I know that seatbelt thing is super annoying.
I'm not even sitting in there.
Oh, it's my seat.
Oh,
I know. And then it never stops.
all right then.
Yeah. That was a good night.
Yeah,
Thank you for being here.
no problem.
Appreciate it.
See you later then.
Okay. I can't wait for that video tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
My mod posted a link. You guys, he's gonna publish a great video of us tomorrow. You gotta go. All right, cool. Thanks. You gotta go to his channel and watch it. It's gonna be good. Hold on for a second here. We'll fix that beeping. Hold on. So did anybody happen to catch that at the end of the meeting? What Shawn's punishment is? Maybe somebody's texted me by now what his punishment is. No. Let's see. Yeah. Retribution, get a Bluetooth mic. That's a good idea. I like that. It sounded like it was paid? Really? Oh, great. Let's go back and watch it real quick. Hold on. So I put the link to their channel in the chat so you could go back and listen to it if you wanted to, but I guess I didn't hear that right then.
I will be asking for a second on that motion.
Second.
Thank you, member with other city council appointed officials.
Yeah, nobody can hear, Gloria.
Jan, for the corrective action, which is a written notice of corrective action to be placed in the fall of, and I really appreciate just the discussion and thoughtfulness that went into this from our 7 members of council. And we definitely wanted to get this correct in terms of the severity of the issue and wanted to just bring some healing to our constituents here in the city of Englewood, which is the reason why I will be making the motion for the corrective action, which is a written notice of corrective action to be placed in the fall of Shawn Lewis, to also include a 1-week unpaid administrative leave.
Unpaid.
And we're also asking to make a contract modification to this Shawn Lewis, to also include a 1-week unpaid administrative leave. And we're also asking to make a contract modification to the city manager employment contract that aligns with the employment contract that we have with other city council appointed officials. I will be asking for a second on that motion.
Second.
Thank you, member Ward. Any further comments from members of council on this?
I'll have
Go
to
ahead.
do a records request on what the contract modification is. I thought I heard unpaid administrative leave. So he lost a week's worth of salary. Shawn Lewis makes something like 220,000 a year. Yeah. He's just that guy. I've zero respect. Shawn was kind of maybe a person who gave the impression that he cared about people that were less fortunate, we'll say. But that quickly became obvious that that was simply an act. I would have probably been willing to forgive some of those indiscretions to begin with. But Shawn doubled down and showed his true self. I know what that guy is and isn't. He is a lying snake. He and Ta-Mare-A, who are countersuing me. They're bad people. They are just very, very bad people. I'm disappointed in a way, I guess, that Rita didn't continue to stand strong on her principle of being thoroughly disgusted
with what has transpired, but you know, whatever. That's her thing. And that is exactly why when I said I won't run for anything, because I won't play this performative bullshit, because I guarantee you in executive session that they were lecturing Rita about causing division in the city. I guarantee you, when it's them that have caused the division by being dirty, rotten, lying cheaters with a penchant for taking everybody down that disagrees with them, that's them. And them were preaching to Rita about how divisive she is. I guarantee you. And that's why she came out of council when and did the performative act, if you will. And when Othaniel Bad Ears said, I expect a 7-0 vote on this, I knew right then and there that they all agreed that they were going to go out in public and show that they were unified. I can't do that shit. It's a lie. It's a farce. It's not genuine. I would have stood my ground the whole way through, and that would have been a no vote, because he deserves nothing less than to be fired. But that's just me. And that's why I would never get elected to any office, because I would always stand on my principle, on what is right, not what is wrong, but what is right. So at any rate, that's that. The evening ended before 9 o'clock. I really thought they'd be in executive session much longer. I'm kind of disappointed, but that's okay. I was here. I set my messaging loud and clear. And what these people are doing is so bad. It's just so very bad. And they are very bad people. So that's all I can say. And with that, you guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. So make sure to catch that video again tomorrow on DMA's channel. You guys, it's from the Mountain View Lakeside thing when we went cop watching, and you're going to see Rodriguez about lose his shit. I'm really lucky I survived that interaction. I'm just going to say, Christopher almost had a heart attack as it was happening. I wasn't backing down. I wasn't sure what this cop was going to do, being that close. I typically don't ever want to be that close to a cop, but it just happened. And it wasn't anything I did. It was what the cop did. And so we're going to just turn it into comedy right now because I survived it. It's worth laughing. And I can't wait to see that video. I haven't even seen it, so I don't know. Well, I just trust he's a great storyteller, and he gets it out there in a great way. So I'm looking forward to this video tomorrow, just so we can laugh. Okay. Thank you, you guys. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you for being in here, mods, and posting these links. And yeah, DJ, they already tried the recall. It's all a sham job. But at any rate, I don't know. It is what it is. We can't look, we're living in times where what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. And that's just where we're at, and especially in politics. So can't let it break us. We're going to have to just continue to fight in ways that just shed the light, you know? And I hope the lesson learned is that the good people of Englewood need to quit hiding and not being here at their, city council meetings and getting these things on the record and holding their elected officials and their city officials responsible. And I'm only one person, and I believe it or not, I don't even live in Englewood. I live in Utopia.
All right, you guys, thank you so much. Hey, Retribution, thank you. We'll see you guys on the next one. Catch that video tomorrow.